You're so lazy.
Yes, it's hard to get the blue. Oh my god, you have no idea how hard this is. I suck.
Gotta learn how to suck better.
I'm not a very good sucker, apparently. I leave that for the women.
No, Erica was the suck master.
Yes, I was not. I have good lungs. Not that good of lungs. Not in that way, I guess. Choco puppy. Let's remove that.
How will people know that no children or animals were harmed?
Very good point. I really just kind of want to get rid of it because all the children will be damaged tonight. Everyone! As I drink more.
By you or us?
Oh, I'm drinking.
I've been so good.
No,
Although Brianna's not here tonight.
we cannot hear you. Yes, she is not well apparently. And missing Gillen's face.
It would help if I had unmuted my mic. Sorry, guys. I are a
I was about to
professional
say.
streamer.
You counted down a couple times, and then
Yeah.
I was like, what was that for? She's still muted.
I was counting down to let you know I was going to turn the stream on, so that you need to be on your best behavior. Anywho, okay,
I'm always on my best
minasan, manga
What
hujin
best
desu.
behavior? We are not safe for work.
No, never
That
said
is the
to
only
work.
behavior I have.
But
Dragon holds it back for no man.
so,
Especially once
Totally.
Luigi's been drinking.
Yup.
which he
Luigi's
probably
been drinking
has
his
at this point.
alcohol through Jello. He has just poured
Yes.
himself a nice little glass. Yes, yes. We are prepared. We call that DMing juice.
So for those who
And-
haven't been
And he's
here
taking
before,
Jello shots.
hold
Yes.
on, Eddie. Shh, hold on. For those who haven't been here before,
Wow, rude.
this is the group. This is is what you can expect from the group. And
much.
we are currently running through, as you can see, Tomb of Annihilation. And if you guys want to introduce yourselves, GM first, obviously.
I am not the reason you kill everyone. Also known as Squigums or Luigi.
Yeah, the reason we kill everyone is wait,
It's Crispin
is there.
over
Wait.
there. Over there.
Wait, are you
Over
blaming?
there.
That direction.
Are you blaming me?
People
Yeah.
kill themselves around me. It's not my fault that they're stupid and then take a lot of damage suddenly. You can't blame this on me. There's no proof. At least
And-
there's no witnesses.
That's true. There's usually no witnesses.
Alright, you ready to do the recap?
Maybe. I'm back. I was turning my monitor brightness down because everything is for some reason jacked up. I didn't do it. Yeah, I
Don't
missed.
hurt the dog.
Oh no, I didn't hurt the dog. I hurt all the fine glassware. Oh, that's for damn sure.
That
Oh,
works.
clackle,
That can be
clackles.
replaced.
Maybe. Who knows? Alright, so you guys are fresh out of the docks of Port Nizaru. The group is escorting Priest Undril to Camp Vengeance for a favor to Wakanda. You are also investigating the Aldani base for Wakanda. The dog is breaking everything. What have I done? While on the way to searching for Wakanda, you were stopped by a small little girl and asked to help find this mysterious person named Artis Kimber.
You're the best. I love you.
What?
No, I wasn't talking to you. Sorry.
Oh. So essentially, you guys have made it into, or at least started into the jungle, and you are on your way. You have made camp 3 nights. The one thing I do want to say is I started keeping track of your supplies starting off, just because it was not something that we had really thoroughly discussed. So I have your supplies. Who wants to keep track of it?
I don't mind doing that.
Okay. Alright, Manga. Here you go.
Thank you.
Sounds like a person made
Give me
job.
1 second.
Does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm sure as hell not gonna do it.
The captain does not lift a finger on his ship.
I had to stop that. He was gonna break somebody or something. Or I would end up killing him. One of the two.
Apollo?
No, I would never kill you. Just yell at you profusely. Yeah, the ball was stuck behind the lamp and he was making it, like, trying to get the ball, in the process almost knocking over the lamp. So, I had to stop him. Because he's insane. Alright, so you have your supplies. We'll continue to go down through it together, so that way you can just keep track of it. And I'll keep track on my end, so that way we can all, or we're at least both on the same page.
Mhm.
I do want to apologize for last session. The battle that ended before the session ended, I should have did a better job. I thought the monsters were stronger than they were, and you guys went through them like butter, and I apologize.
No, it's cool.
It's okay, not every single encounter needs to murder us.
No, but I mean, when they were dying in 2 hits, I mean, I thought they would have been better. I figured out what it was. You guys fought regular crocodiles, and you should have been fighting giant crocodiles. That's more of your level.
Yeah.
That's my fault. So I am not, surprised by the random encounters that you might fall into. I've went ahead into delivery, rolled the encounters ahead of time, so I have all of them prepared in case whichever one pops up. So they will be at least more entertaining than I'm gonna stand here and watch this. Nope, you missed. Nope, you can't. Nope, I'm just gonna put my hand on your forehead. You can't touch me. So we don't need that. No one likes to have that.
I disagree.
You say so.
I love surveying my minions beat ass while I just stand there and do nothing.
It's true. He does enjoy it. All right, so it is the morning of day 4 day 4 traveling into the jungle. You are still on the riverbed, making just the day after you just made camp and finished off those little tiny groups of crocodiles that were no match for you. This is the day before had rained a lot. And today it is very humid. The temperatures have risen. Ash is not here, so Ash would notice an increase in insect activity. Just slowly but surely, it's getting worse and worse. And we'll start it off here. Everybody, you would notice that Undril is not getting up very quickly. She is literally dragging ass getting out of her bedroll. She is already sweating profusely and is not looking so well.
Oh, good. Just what we need. Can I try to do, like, check her over and see if, maybe she's been bit by something?
Sure. Medical check. Medicine. Medicine is not your.
It's not, but I
It's
thought I'd give it a try.
It's okay. So you don't find anything, any kind of marks or bites on her body, but what she's suffering from is actually very simple. You realize she's wearing heavy armor. It's very hot outside. Undril now has 3 points of exhaustion.
What the fuck?
3
Don't
points?
She's been wearing heavy armor, and you're on day 4 the entire time. So every day wearing.
She's not taking it off.
She has not taken it off. She's not from here.
I would probably, having given her this cursory look over, say, do you think it's the best idea to be wearing all that out here? I'm barely wearing anything and I'm hot.
What do you mean? Wearing what? My clothes?
The armor.
She feels around a little bit. She realizes she's sweaty. She's not looking so hot. Do you think this might be it?
I don't think it helps.
It's getting heavier by the second, I tell you that now.
It's definitely not helping.
I really like to not take this off. Very special.
That much I understand, but I don't think you want others picking it off your corpse either.
Roll persuasion.
Can't think of a great way to do this in character, but I would add just like the breastplate
Holy
on, so
shit.
you're still wearing some.
I don't think
And
you have to worry about anything.
take off the rest.
Because somebody just rolled super well. Alright,
Are you playing any music, by the way? Because if you are, it's not coming through on my end.
supposed to. But then again, actually, no, I'm not, because Roll20 no longer uses fan burst. So all the music I had
Is gone.
Really?
yes, everything.
Again?
Yeah.
They already switched.
I know. I had not. I added some stuff, but I haven't been able to find everything. So pretty much all my ambiance music, the background music, all of it's gone, and I have to download now the tracks and save them onto my computer and then upload to Roll20 in order to put the music on. As annoying as that is.
That's a
So-
bitch.
Yes, slightly annoying. So my plan for today is I'm assuming your stream picks up on our Discord chats. I'm going to put the bot on shortly to put on music. I'm just going to
Okay.
find a good one. I guess I'll just find maybe one battle music track and one random ambiance track. Some 2 steps from hell, probably.
Okay.
Or maybe some jungle noises. Jungle noises sound. I like jungle noises.
Man, they don't use fan bursting. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, Fanburst is gone. So now all they use is they have you can upload your own audio tracks. They still have tabletop audio, which is garbage. Battle Bards is okay for battle music, and I swear to God, Incom Tech is just straight.
Ugh.
So the only bad thing about all these tracks is that Fanburst was the best because you could actually search for stuff or upload what you wanted. So it was great for that. Unfortunately, Fanburst, I don't know what happened to you, but I can't search for anything in any of these other ones. So it doesn't help. So I didn't even get to do whatchamacallit, like type music. I couldn't do anything because I don't have music on my.
Yeah.
Joey.
I mean, it's just more work that I did not consider until when we started the game. So for tonight, it will be silent and kind of annoying, and I'm sorry. But let's see. So your persuasion roll was good enough. She immediately takes a nice long hard look at her, like a self-assessment of herself, and immediately starts to strip it down and go, I suppose you're right. This is going to be more cumbersome than I would like. I guess I'll shove it in my pack. And she starts to strip it off. Dylan, Godfrey, you had suggested to her she her heavy plate or her breastplate on at the very least, and that's what she did. She'll have some of her armor. She'll have a chain shirt at the is what she has part of her armor set. So she'll be able.
Yeah, I guess that works too. I was just because heavy armor already includes a breastplate.
Yeah,
figure you can just wear that.
Yeah, so she'll wear the chest to change shirt, and she'll take off any other attachment, like any of her arm and leg clothing that she was wearing on top of it.
Cool. I'll help her pack it away and stuff and give her some water.
Okay. How much water you give her?
Enough until she's good.
None. Her ass can start licking leaves.
You're in the jungle. It needs to get harsh. No, we'll settle them water at the end of every day.
Okay.
Water and rations and stuff. That's what we'll aim for. All right. So with that out of the way, you guys, she will have exhaustion until the end of the day, until she takes a long rest. Naturally, as exhaustion rules go.
Yeah, you only lose 1 point of exhaustion a day, though.
I know, but it's better than her, you know.
Is it? I don't care about her.
Well, we need to care about her. She's our charge.
Do we? Ash is already cured.
Remember, not the reason you kill everyone.
Like I said, they kill themselves. This dumb bitch has been wearing heavy armor in the jungle every night without taking it off.
Yeah.
Don't you deserve what's coming to you at that point?
Alright, so welcome to the jungle. Well, you're already in the jungle, but I like this photo.
Welcome to the jungle!
That song should have been playing when I switched to this area map. Goddamn you, Fanburst. The worst. Well, anywho. Alright, so you guys are in the jungle. To be on maps.
You guys are going to get me copyright struck.
Nonsense. It's
I mean,
not
not
playing.
even.
It was
so.
going to happen anyway, right?
True. Almost every single one of my videos has been copyright struck.
For
That's what
what?
happened to mine.
Songs.
I didn't realize that they would do that. Yeah,
For what?
what they'll do is they'll mute out sections of your video if you're playing songs that are not copyrighted with Twitch.
Yeah, on Twitch.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I can't imagine. I think there is no possible way that any of Eli's streams are not muted all the way through.
I think if you play less than 30 seconds,
Yeah.
they can't strike it or something like that. So some of his go over, some of them don't. So it's really hit or miss. I don't know. I've never went back and looked at his VODs.
We should test it for science, but not right now. Carry on.
Well, science. Alright, well, let's player. Bam. Back to the. And. Bam. That's better. So. You guys are just going to continue down the river, I take it, and just go where it follows, right?
As long as that's where we need to go, yeah.
Alright, so you guys are. Oh, There it is, D4. So, you guys head down the river. Oh, I hate high. Roll the damn. Is that too much to ask? I don't know why they make me have to roll it, but they do. Alright, so you guys make incredibly good headway down this. The rains have, from the last evening, increased the tide, or the tide. You're getting a lot more faster pace today. You guys made it instead of the normal. Congratulations.
You're
Of course. Alright. Don't mind me. Just rolling for your death. No big deal. Alright. So you guys don't encounter anybody, and so damn, you roll 20. There it is. Come on. Thank you. Working right. Wow. Alright, so you guys make it to the with no issues. Whatchamacallit? No real problems getting out of the setting up camp. But you do realize when you got on onto camp and you've opened up your bag of supplies, food, look, supplies, everyone's sitting by the fire. Shadow, you are technically in charge of the food and supplies. So you weird looking food sitting on top of your back.
The jerky.
Yeah, sure. It's the alligator jerky, apparently.
Yeah. So I'll hand
I
out
wonder how that would
food to
actually
whoever's
be.
alligator
Mm.
jerky.
It's pretty
Chewy.
good.
Yeah,
It's a
pretty good.
it's a little.
It's
I don't even know how to.
I wouldn't even call it gamey, because if you do
Yeah.
it right, it tastes exactly how you would any other jerky would taste. Alligator fried nuggets.
Pretty good. They're. I don't know. It's not venison, but it's not beef.
It's not. It's definitely not beef. It's not chicken. Somewhere in between. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are vegan, so you'll never have it. But if you ever get a chance, I suggest at least trying it.
Not beef.
They
I'm
like
vegetarian.
vegetables.
She's vegan.
Sometimes.
Most
Most.
of the time.
There you go. All right. So, Meg, you have your.
You roboted. Say that again.
I said with the food, with the food that's looking different. It's different than what you're normally used to. It's obviously it's. So I'm not saying it dirty or anything. It's just.
As you're looking at them, Guadra walks up, pushing on it.
You want
He likes
some?
his jerky, apparently.
No, I'm good. I just think
We're handing out food. I'll take some.
I'll go around and give food to everyone.
Does it look weird?
It's a darker color meat. So deep brown. This is almost like I said. It's not like it's green and clearly it's different.
Are we sure this is edible?
You want me to try it first?
You robot. Is our server active? Was it just me then? Did she not robot for you?
Too, but it's not. It was just.
You
Okay.
guys are all roboting in various intervals.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Try
but
changing.
yeah.
It's just.
her for me too.
Then I'll.
Might be because of streaming. Try closing anything you don't need.
Everything I don't need is closed.
Then use a fuck.
We're gonna switch to a different.
I mean, I can, but it might not be the server for once.
Oh, we can try it.
Doesn't hurt.
Mm.
Oh, I switched servers, Manga.
Me
You can
too.
go back.
I can go back.
Is it better at all?
I mean, it's better so far. I changed it to central server. She just switched to campaign. Hold on.
I don't know what's happening.
Nope, she's back. Okay, never mind. No, god damn it.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I changed the server settings and then Manga jumped to general.
Oh.
We don't need to jump, but
Oh,
we'll
okay,
try
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, we're good. We'll
Okay,
try the
okay.
server setting before we try a different one.
Okay.
All right. Eat the alligator jerky is where we were.
Yes. I
Yep.
was saying to Crispin, you want me to try it first?
Yes.
Does anything happen to me?
It just tastes normal. Well, I should say normal, but it tastes kind of described between beef and chicken. It's rough, like say plain. It tastes like chicken. Yeah, it's
So
sweeter.
I'll hold it out.
So it goes
to
down easy. It's a little chewy.
Crispin. It's fine. And I'll
Are
chuck him a
crocodiles
bit.
reptiles?
Yes.
Wonder
Eats hesitantly.
if they all taste similar. Well, I guess don't taste that similar, so maybe not. They're both birds.
Is too loud? Let me know, or you can obviously adjust accordingly. 'Cause
Mhm.
if she, yeah, she works. That works for me. If that works for me.
Oh, that's so eerie.
What?
The music. Oh, you muted Groovy, because I'm using Groovy tonight because I still have to hold the music again.
That was so eerie. Just as the music started, a cold breeze just through the window. Are we getting rain again?
Alright. Nearby, next to it. That. But sure, fine. Everyone eats the jerky. Why did that did it not jam? No, from the last 5 hours ago. Thank. So, your dinner, you there's supplies for just the supplies. Obviously, you have 16 per person. You know, and that was including your alligator jerky. So, and then for I believe we're doing a gallon per person. A gallon per person. You just subtract according. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then
I
2
thought we were doing this
extras.
at the end of the day.
So,
Or is this the end of the day?
yeah, but though this is 6 gallons because
So minus
Shadow,
6.
Godfrey, Undrill, and Zon. Forgot about Zelita. It's
All the peoples. So minus 6 gallons, you said?
7 gallons. We forgot about Zelita.
Got it. And so minus a day's food. So we're down to 15 days per person.
Just keep track. All right. So as you guys are laying about, sitting by the fire, the sun is slowly just about done crawling over the crest of the earth, and the jungle is pretty much dark all around you. And you have your fire going, and it's keeping the basically pretty much hear the insect activity more than ever.
We
You do?
We do have
I'm
repellent.
assuming we're
We
using.
gonna use it.
Also, is there any way to mitigate the loss of, like, can you be boiling stuff at night and everything? And I collect what I can with water and the rain catchers.
Yes, you've done that when it was raining yesterday. It's not raining today. Today is just really hot. But the river from the water, unfortunately, it's not in. You could try doing it from the river, but it's really iffy.
Even with boiling it.
Like I said, you. No.
I mean, if it works, we would. Because I mean, if we're drinking 7 gallons of water, that's like 3 days, 4 days.
If we're not able to replenish it, yeah.
Mango, you never decided. Sorry, we talked buying insect repellent, but I don't think we actually chose.
I do have it on my list.
You do have a number on your list though, because I never had a number.
Number?
Yeah.
Let's have a
Cells
look. I don't think
either as
so.
an insect or a salve. Yeah.
No, we
why
got
I said
some of each.
when we talked about it, but we never decided on how much you got.
Numbers. We would have gone with whatever was suggested. Because we've got insect repellent was
Insect
1
burn.
gold for 12 applications of the salve, and 1 silver for incense, which was a 20-foot radius for 8 hours. So we would have got
Yeah.
some of each.
You would have gotten how much of each though?
However much we were recommended to by Salida.
Well, she told you. Pretty sure she told you it was a week or more. No. But we would have gotten at least. Let's just go. Or do you want to do more? It's your choice. I'm giving you free.
I
I don't
would
like
have gone
backtracking.
with a little
We
bit
have-
extra.
Tons of money inside of caution.
Yeah, I would have gone with a little bit extra.
Okay. So we're gonna go 15 of each. I don't really mind it right now, unfortunately. That's what happened. So so this is your first day of actual heavy bug activity. So you can choose which one you want to use, but either way, it's -7 of whichever one you're using. The salve, if you're then it's if you're applying, if you're just doing the inset for the evening, it's a burning for a 20-foot radius, which would take you.
Yeah, we'd burn some overnight because that's 8 hours, so that's long enough for everybody to sleep. Well, most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
We'll
insect
probably
repellent.
use the insect repellent salve during the day when we're moving.
I took off one. Take off one in the morning, and we'll just go forward with those. You guys, unless there's stuff, going to bed.
try
I'm
to
gonna
clean water
sharpen my
and then-
shit. Yep, we're gonna do that too.
Okay. Assuming you're just gonna shake it and boil it in. However you're doing.
Both.
Well, I just mean how are you?
Vegetation too, so come everything together. I assume I really clean, drinkable at least.
Okay. So you hold on. Alright. Why does roll 20 all of a sudden make you draw a line to roll a dice? It wasn't always this way.
Draw a
Don't you feel
line to roll a
I
dice?
think you've changed
Yeah,
the setting.
It's
I think you've changed the setting. Because you can usually just
on.
click and it auto rolls for you. Or you can pick
Oh,
the dice up
there's
and
a
roll them
check.
manually.
There's a checkbox for automatic dice rolls. That's
Mm-hmm.
there we go. Okay. That's fit number twice. Anywho. Alright, so you take a bucket of water, clean out as much of the the organic mania out of the water, and you place a pot where you boil it over the fire. How long do you want to boil it?
I don't know.
How long does a kettle take to boil? That's
She's a
usually
guy.
long enough.
She's a guide. She's not a. So she's telling. If there's a place.
Tell her and take our money back.
Literally in the description, she tells you what she will, or how she'll help you get to places, not survive in the wilderness.
We'll go with until it's
Better fucking learn.
boiling.
She wants to survive supplies.
What was it?
No, I was just saying we'll go with until it's boiling.
So Salita would tell you that she usually just, if she's going to, she would just do it until it can take her, or so you just boil it until it looks good. I guess is more or less what she said.
Sounds good to me.
It's one of
Alright.
those cases where real world experience is like, no, bring it to the boil through, then you're good.
Well, all right. So you boil the water. I'm gonna assume you're going with. So and
Yeah. He's a lot
Alright.
smarter than I.
all right. You get get it out. You get it down. It boils about half the steam that rushes off. You still have a gallon bucket. You're gonna test it.
I'll try.
All right.
Okay. Alright. Just so you know, I have advantage against poisons.
Fine. Ooh, the gray dice.
Ooh.
Advantage one.
No shit.
Godfrey, he gives it a little while to cool down, waits till it's a little, a little more bearable of a temperature. He gives it give it inside of his mug and downs it all in one gulp. And he just goes, that tastes, well, you can say it. It tastes,
Yep. Tastes good.
tastes like water, right? So,
I mean,
you have
it's
6.
still water, but needs mustard and all that.
So you have successfully boiled water. Congratulations.
Yay.
But if he actually had to make a check, would he know it tasted all?
So essentially, if he didn't make the save, it tastes slightly off, and he would have probably spit up. And, I don't know. It's a loogie. Didn't feel right, kind of. But he made it. So now you know. You gotta boil it for at least 3 hours to make it clean. You do have to have. You do technically, I guess, have to make sure to clean out as much sediment as you.
Yeah.
That would be your note for future boiling. Keep it kind of realistic, I guess, in that case. Shadow sharpening her swords and knives, arrows. Anyway,
Can
I'm
I?
making sure my powder.
okay. Drying your. Nobody else. All right. So the night goes by, surprisingly uneventful. You guys go to sleep and listen as the bugs consider and make weird noises around you. As the jungle creaks and you hear things rustling in the bushes, it goes by pretty quickly. As you wake up to the sounds of more rustling and you notice the sun just now cracking. You wake up and the weather has now changed. You hear a very loud gust of wind brushing across the tops of the trees, shaking, and the jungle just is almost more lively than ever before. It is hotter today than it was the day before. It is now more muggy and hotter.
Ooh.
Nobody,
First thing I'm gonna do is get some water.
nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah, I'm
What's
gonna go wash
just
up in
happened?
the river. It's muggy as shit.
It's hot as all hell. There is a ridiculously high, dangerous wind rushing through the. As you hear it pushing through the trees above you, you feel a slight gust hit you, coming from different directions. It's just a very windy, dangerous.
Dangerous enough to mess with the canoes.
We'll get there.
Said the DM.
Well, you haven't got to your
ominously.
I can't say what's gonna happen with canoes if you're not at the canoes yet. One step at a time. So, you guys are packing up camp. As you're packing up camp, the wind is pushing your items, anything that's not tied down, rolling across the floor, hit or falling over, not staying level, so forth. As the wind just continues to pick up. Undrill now has 2 points of exhaustion. As with the night's rest, she is getting better. So over to Shadow. Thank you for that. I feel much better today. It's weights on my shoulders. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's not. It's not really that hard.
You broke up, but I'm going to assume it's all good things. And you didn't suggest them moving forward. Alright, anybody doing anything before you hop in the canoes?
If it hadn't gone through before, I would have washed down, like cooled myself off in the river
Yeah.
before we carried on going.
Yeah, but anybody? No?
I would do the same.
Okay. Alright, so you two figured. So Shadow to the river side. What? This is your character. I figured as much as possible.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's what your character. I figured you would stay true to your character. You know, matter of fact, take that inspiration. It's very true to your character.
Do we know what
surprise?
it all does pay off, guys?
Surprise! We're doing inspiration now. Alright, so Godfrey, Shadow, you guys walk over to the water and you realize the water rapids are, strangely enough, faster than they were yesterday. The tide is still high, and it is, you would think that there is a tsunami or like water flowing down from Port Nizaru and its water here. You guys take your taking it to the water. You feel the water's rapids just pushing you slowly off your mark. It's not enough to knock you off your feet, but it's still a very powerful coming at you. Dry off, however you want to do it. Shake like a dog. Makeshift tag or hide, however you want to do that.
Didn't you say it was super windy?
It is super windy.
How?
Yeah,
Alligator
so
hide?
I'm
You go with the air drop.
host.
As
Wait a minute.
Godfrey, as Godfrey lets it all hang free, he just, you know, like Batman with his wings out, and just lets it all dry off.
I'm wearing a loin.
It's all flapping out there. Loincloth doesn't.
It
Yeah,
might be see-through.
See-through loin.
No, I
The
mean
technology in Schultz.
because
man.
it's wet. Because it's wet, not see-through material normally.
Gotcha. So it's super tight. Super tight. Seeing it all. Gotcha. Alright, so you guys hop in the canoe, paddling.
Do we think
it
it's safe to?
People,
Godfrey, Shadow, and I think it was Ash who was paddling, correct?
No, Ash is in our canoe, isn't he? In jail?
Yeah.
Wait. Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Ash was with you.
Fourth person, Mike.
So you have Vec.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
That answers that question.
there it is. It's
It'd probably be
Vec.
Vec.
Vec is looking at, because I
I
remember
forgot him in our count.
I wanted it that way, so I did.
It's 8 people. Not bad.
I will add that to
That-
the thingamabobber.
80. He's so silent.
it's not his fault they cut his tongue out.
I mean, they practically. Man, enough times he doesn't want to talk. He just kills things. He's a good man. Good man. All right, so Shadow, to answer your question, you see the water in the rapids, and you guys felt it firsthand. You would have said, if you would have said something, Salita would have said that you would heed caution
Okay.
going down the. It's not just speaking.
Okay.
All right. If everybody's Technically, with the rapids, the way I'm going to need strength checks. So Godfrey, Shadow, 2 for both of you, and then Crispin, since you have the other character sheets, Vec and Ash.
I don't.
Unless
you just switched it.
Yeah, I gave it to you today.
What are we? Strength.
Yeah, just to fight it.
Are these rapids?
Ash.
Is this like for the whole day or for the rapids?
Well, you travel in 1 day portion. The rapids you're going through, right? Not for the water, for the canoe. You know what it is? I gave it to Godfrey like a dumbass.
You see this ish?
I must have.
You
right
see
above-
this ish?
Like a dumb.
There you go. How about now?
1 second. There it goes.
Alright.
There.
Right.
So strength.
Rolling that.
So much.
Say this is fun.
Not athletic.
Uh,
Was this for road?
This is just for
the same thing on
It-
her sheet, anyways.
okay, there you go. I was gonna say most of the time it's the same thing. Alright. So.
Wait, that strength save I rolled from.
Okay.
It's just.
Well, you already rolled
It's just
Vex.
doing it because at the bottom, because at the bottom everything rolls as me, but that's from the first one was.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Well, either way, you guys rolled fucking swimmingly. Guys make it. I already rolled your travel die, which means you guys make 2. Make it down another 2 hexes today. With the rapids rough as they are, you guys successfully battle through it. It's almost like you guys are going through a rolling rapid of almost like a downriver, as if you were going down a mountain. But it's still, you managed to get through it just fine. No crashing. Sadness.
Why does that
Oh.
give you sadness? You're the worst.
Because it would have been funny. Crash your canoe and you had to walk. Come on.
Dude,
That,
fuck that. I'm not trying to run into it. I would have gone the rest of the way.
that's the game, is to find random the creative shit I get to. Oh well, it's fine. So you guys make it successfully down there. Halfway through your day of travel, a little past noon, you cannot see the sun. The boom, 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 boom. There it is. Nope. Other game. There you go. You go. Come on, load. Alright, so as you're going down the river, you see on the right 2 canoes tied off on the right side of the river bank. And then if you look a little harder above where they are tied off, you do see puffing up into the air. What do you guys want to do? You guys have to act fast. The rapids are fast.
We see what?
2 canoes tied off to the.
No,
I said
that
right
part I
originally.
got.
Sorry.
Above
2
the
canoes
canoes.
tied off on the left-hand side of the riverbed. You see 2 canoes tied off. There are little mishap, but there's 2 canoes to the left. If you look a little higher up, they're tied off against the river bank. There's a slight hill increase that above the incline you see smoke puffing up from that.
Keep on
Were we
going.
warned about bandits on the?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what.
Were we warned about bandits?
Technically, they warned you that this jungle is just ridiculously.
Dangerous.
There's all sorts of everything out here, from bandits, from monsters, from, as you know now, zombies and dinosaurs. So, the list just keeps going.
How close are we to where we're trying to get to?
You guys
ask Salida.
That's fine. I'm pulling you over to your. All right. So let me know when you're rolled in.
It's
'Cause
loading.
I'm already on there. I know, but let me know when it's done so I can help you out.
Mm-hmm.
None for me.
Taking a sweet ass time for me.
It's a lot to load. There's a lot of individual squares, so that's why I said let me
Alright, we're good.
know. Okay. So you guys are in between. You see where it says River Shanastar?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
By your best estimates, you are in between the River Shanastar and I think you guys can see Camp Righteous, can't you?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. So you are right there.
Okay. And we're trying to get to Vengeance, so we're not bothered with whoever's at Righteous, correct?
Well, I mean, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so we're not super far. Thank you.
Yep. Alright. So like I said, you guys are coming down the rapids real fast. Did you guys want to do anything?
I'm on my best behavior because of jailbait and the cleric. So I'm being a good boy. And we are not gonna go kill and steal everything from these people.
So as you guys come down slightly a little farther down, you see that the hill slowly descends downward, and you see the remains of what looks like to be a camp, just destroyed and riddled with loose wood and tarps flying all over the place, tents that have been knocked over, half buildings in between the trees just ripped up where it was. You see the smoke coming up, but it's not smoke from a campfire. It's actually smoke from an actual fire as a building is smoldering. The rapids take you down a little farther down, and you pretty much finish your day off not too far
wait.
off.
So we saw that they'd been attacked already, and it was like ruins.
I didn't say that anybody was attacked. I just said that that you see the shambling remains of what is the camp, or some kind of camp, because of the tents that were knocked over and blowing in the winds, and the loose wood and the debris all over the place.
I feel like Ash especially would have wanted us to go try to help people, and I feel like the rest of the crew would have too, and I would have
Gone along with it.
relented.
So you want to act quickly and pull over?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
When
go
we see that.
investigate.
Okay. All right. So you guys seeing the wreck immediately cut hard to the left and make your way off to the edge and do the best you can to tie off onto the riverbank. Luckily, the hill is no longer a problem, and you don't have to worry about it as the land is kind of leveled off, at least where you have tied off. Moving you guys over. I don't like dropping guys in a map where it just shows you everything. I wish there was Fog of War was better in this than Roll20. You know what? Roll20, you suck. That's not true.
Do you
Yeah, I read an
mean
article the
you
other day,
didn't
someone-
set up the Fog of War before we started?
No, Fog of War is a pain in the ass, and I hate dealing with it. Every time I've dealt with it, it's never been that fun.
Hmm.
So I just ignore it now. So I trust you guys to roleplay. You know, the game is meant to be played, and look ahead and make guesses and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not
So.
gonna happen.
That's why I said I trust you guys. All right, so you guys make camp, or not camp? You make what's the word I'm looking for? Landfall.
Make land. Yes.
Make land. You guys make water right here. You guys see Vex's token on the bottom left of the map.
Nope. I see
Bottom
Fog of
left
War.
corner of the map. You guys honestly have Fog of War?
I do. I don't know
My
about
God.
everybody else.
Oh, dynamic lighting might be on.
Bottom left. No, it's all black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess Roll20 has it on after all. Well, we gonna practice with dynamic lighting tonight, boys.
Interesting.
You have to circle the things that dynamic lighting wouldn't.
Checking now. It looks like dynamic
solid.
lighting is on.
I'll dynamically light you.
I mean, technically, dynamic lighting is only on a couple things. It's not the whole map, so nothing really should be affecting you.
Depends on if you've what vision you've set us to have, etc. on the tokens.
We're gonna play with it then. Bear with me. I just need to put. I'm putting your tokens on the board. So, but first, I'm just gonna get your tokens on here at the very least. All right, so we got Vex, Crispin, Ash. What am I missing? Shadow, and literally these random people that we have with us today. Do. Where are you? You would think X would be easy to find. Tis not. Alright. So, you guys should all... Oh, please don't tell me I can do everybody at the same time. Please? Nope, I cannot. Crispin, we're starting with you. You're going to be my test jailbait. Let's see here. You have sight.
I'm gonna be your test jailbait? Pass. No, thank you.
Too
That
late.
sounds rough.
You're already doing it. Do you see? Bottom left corner of the... You should have field of vision.
Everything is black.
Damn it. How about now?
Still black.
Damn this world. All players have sight. How about now?
Still black.
Still black.
Damn it. I hate this low. Alright, we're turning dynamic lighting off. This is why it's a pain in the ass, because you can't tell what everybody else can see. I have to literally get someone to help me play with dynamic lighting. Exactly. Annoying. Alright. Dynamic lighting is off. Can you see everything now?
Who was that? No.
No?
Maybe we have to refresh.
Ah, maybe.
That's Maggie laughing in the background.
How
Oh,
about now?
for a second there. And
Just
then
back to
black.
black.
It's black though.
God damn
I
it.
saw the map and then I saw it painted black.
I see what you did there.
How about now?
Nope.
Reload.
I'm going to kill everybody.
Oh, there it is.
You're at the port? Well, that's at port.
Got that.
I see
Okay.
port.
Okay, now back.
Still
And
black.
God, I hate you, roll 20. I really do. Everything is off. I don't know what I have to do. There's no dynamic lighting, no fog of war, no nothing. I really don't know what to do. Why is it black?
Load it on a new page and start
Uncover
again.
it manually with the tool.
That
I
too.
guess I can. I've never.
Whatever is making
Really?
her laugh must be awesome.
How about now? No?
Nope.
Nothing. Is it the right layer?
Yeah, I'm on the. Well, let me try the map layer. Reveal. No? Just gonna do the entire thing.
Nope.
No?
Mm.
Nope.
I hate everything. Well, just reset it. No?
Mm.
It'll burn the world down. I really don't know what to do. Because everything is off. I don't know why it's black on your screen. There's no fog of war set on. There's no fog of war in general. Everything's been revealed with the exception of the GM layer. There literally should be nothing preventing you from seeing.
Just make it on a new page.
What do you mean?
Remake this map on a new page.
Oh god, it's not like I made this map. This is a pre-built
No,
map.
I mean, take it and put it on another thing.
Oh, yeah, I can do that again. Back to the port.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do it too, just to be safe. And then going back to where the fuck we were. No?
Oh, yes. Now we got
That
it.
worked?
Yep.
Finally, Jesus. My
I
God!
can
All
see
right,
clearly now. The fog is gone.
Jesus.
Wait,
This is
so
why I
this-
don't fuck with Fog of War. Manga, me and you next time or sometime this week, we're just gonna have to play with this until I
So
get
we
it
Yeah.
right.
can climb into
No
this thing's
problem.
dick.
I mean,
Is that what this map is telling me?
yes. What you are seeing right now is a ruined camp surrounding this massive alligator statue that is half alligator, half man.
How appropriate.
It's really,
Oh,
it kind of
alright,
looks like that,
So we going up
I can
Sobek's
climb into
tank.
this thing's dick. Yep.
kind of.
We
Going
are
up his
all
square
up
dick.
in Sobek's tank.
And for
And don't worry,
anybody
Dennis failure.
who has been following my map making progress, you'll know that today was ruins.
Ooh, there you go.
So
Sounds like a
highly
hyena in the
appropriate.
background.
It really does.
It really does. She's
I'm
just
so happy
going
that she's
into-
so happy.
She is really happy. Wow, Max.
I know. That's why I love her.
All right. So through the foliage, you see, especially in that bottom right corner, through the foliage and literally the scattered remains of tents and building matter, you find a walled compound and watchtowers and tents encircling a ditch bristled with sharpened stakes. A large gatehouse faces the river from the right in front of the statue, and
Gatehouse?
yeah, it's a gatehouse.
I
Okay.
hate to have to be this person, but it's foliage, not foliage.
Does it matter?
No, just
Yeah, dude, I'm hunting shinies. Let them
I'm
be.
glad that somebody else did it this time, because it would have been me.
Meant for each other.
I want to get my Sobek tank foliage card.
On the shore of which you guys had already passed, you still see the two rowboats tied off to a wooden post. And then around the foliage, I can't say that word, dude.
Foliage.
Foliage?
Foliage.
Fuck you all.
Yay.
And suddenly a dragon!
I've never felt like a idiot before. Until just now, when people corrected my words.
Aren't you used to it by now? I feel like I do it enough.
No.
By the way,
no.
guys, say hi to Drew, who is watching us.
Oh, who's watching?
Mm-hmm. And
I'm
very
trying
much.
to minimize my internet, so I'm not
This is
watching
what you
tonight.
can look forward to. My mispronunciation of words, drinking
Hello,
alcohol, and laughing a lot.
Except I'll be a lot better. He'll just be smashing things that I make.
I make everything better. It's a fact. Alright. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human remain corpses and flayed animal carcass, swarming with flies, maggots, and other delicious delectable
What?
insecticides. Insectize. So, as where you guys are right now at the bottom corner of the map, feel free to move your tokens how you wish. Actually, everybody, please touch a token to make sure you can't move them, because we've had this problem before in Roll20 where you have no control of your token, even though you clearly have all the
Nope.
See?
Wait, I'm eating
No,
grape. My
can't
hands
click
wet.
on him.
Oh, look, enable Fog of War? No, thank you. Let's not turn on Fog. No, I do not want to turn on Fog of War. Please, Jesus Christ, leave me alone. Oh my God.
Yeah, we can't touch our
We
token.
can't do anything to our token.
Literally, you have all the permissions. I don't understand.
Are they on the wrong layer? Are they on the
No.
map layer?
You're on the map token, right? Or not map token, object token right now.
layer.
Yeah, you're on the token layer. The only one I would question is Ixalana, which no, you don't have responsibilities for her because I do. Vex.
I can't do any of them.
I know, right?
I do not know. It makes no
Wait,
sense.
what are we talking about?
This game.
Because it can either be none of them or all of them, depending on what we're talking about.
No. What I was saying, I know, right? Too was in response to what Drew said, which is best DM.
Yes.
Mmm.
DM having all problems today. All
Yeah.
problems. Crispin, you should be able to move Vex's token according to the actual the settings that I'm looking at right now. Can you,
You are
move Vex's token?
wrong.
Why? I
can't
don't
move-
understand.
I can't even move my own.
I don't understand what's wrong with Roll20. I really don't. Here, I'm just gonna do all players. Can you move Vex's token now?
No.
I
Nope.
hate this game.
Nope.
I'm gonna delete everybody. Deleted. You guys no longer exist. I quit. Everything's ruined.
Wait.
And that's it, you guys. Thank you so
Hold
much
on.
for joining
Climb
us.
into his dick yet?
Hold on. Alright, so I got these. Go back here. Try these tokens. Can you move these tokens now?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I don't understand why this game is being this way, but it is. Alright, so
Alright, so where
We're
did we
missing-
land?
Where did we get off the?
Probably
on the
here.
bottom left corner of the literally, because you guys passed the two canoes tied off on the wooden post, and you
passed
guys
them
decided
already.
to.
left.
You guys are all the way to the bottom left corner of the map because you guys
I need
waited.
my baby back.
I need my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
Ribs.
Taking it back to the 90s.
Um,
So you're missing
Yeah.
Zandala and that nobody. That one at least doesn't really matter as much. Priest. Okay, don't do what I tell you to do.
but that was what you were
I got it.
complaining about 5 minutes ago.
Wow. That,
Are you quite alright, Crispin?
he's dying. Okay.
Everybody's here.
Do you have control over Vex Gladiator token?
No, I do not.
God.
But I can still move fire to my two Christmas. It still says Grog. What?
Oh, I had to use an old not working. This again. Why am
fixing it?
I? Okay. Let's try that again. All right. So you still can't control Vex.
Correct. It just says Gladiator, and I can't do anything with it.
Oh, as I play with this, go ahead and die as we are slowly doing 10,000 things. Alright? So,
Just assume Vex is walking in front of me, and
there you go. Oh, you're going all the way.
no, I'm not.
Donna
Yeah.
is gonna.
Right.
She'll stay behind. Alright, so
Can we
let's
see
try this.
anything in this house, or is it just busted in?
It is, and it is. Well, it's not empty, but it is broke to all shits. That you will notice immediately. It is very tall. It is a watchtower. The upper level, all the way down, is pretty much just split straight in half. Is the just dumbfounded on how this could have ever happened. It's 3/4 of a house, essentially. The lower level consists of wooden floors raised several feet above the ground. Obviously, half of it's missing. And then there's a combination of wood and canvas all along the lining the walls. It is pretty much, you can tell on the bottom half it looks like a living, but on the upper half you can't act because you're on the ground level.
So half of it is literally gone, not like fallen over into rubble, just gone.
No, the rubble on the ground is, from what you see, is the half that you was there. It's just literally gone.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was like, yeah, I'm really curious how it's just gone.
No, it's not like some old
Black
dimension door ripped
hole.
open and ripped half of it in half. Perfect. No,
Yeah.
it's ripped and it's just ripped to shred.
Hmm.
So, Shadow, The priest Undril is going to follow closely behind. She is taking a light. Alright.
Okay. Do you have a token for her?
She's right behind.
That's the
Here, a
leader.
little farther. Like, no, that's priest.
It is.
That's the priest token. It's not Salida.
Oh. Okay.
Salida is on her way. As in, I still haven't put her right. There's Salida. See the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll try to
So,
keep them.
Do I see anything
sorry.
going on in these two tents?
Sorry, what were you saying, Godfrey? Before I go to the.
did we stop here because ship was on fire, or?
Well, the smoldering rubble is what you saw.
Oh, okay. Do we see any people?
You do see people, as in dead corpse, rotting flesh of animal.
People. Also,
you
your
see any-
camera is currently covering 10% of your face.
Hey.
Thank you.
No.
So no live people.
No live people.
Okay. I'm gonna hide in this bush. I'm gonna move forward and keep an eye out for anything that looks hostile.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
I
pull
see him moves
my.
around quietly. Ash is yelling if anyone is alive.
Well, I'll get to Ash in a second. Shadow, you had asked about the tents. Inside the tents, you see nothing, just scattered remains of a bedroll, pots and pan, cooking and eating food, such as little cups, silverware, so forth, in each tent. So they were lived in at
Silverware,
one point.
did you say?
But yes.
Yoink.
Please collect one copper piece. Make sure you put that in your.
One copper piece worth of silver.
Nothing
Really?
really. Where
By
actual silver.
definition, it's worth more than copper. You bastard.
If you say so. It's worth a copper today. It's right.
I will
Alright,
take my one
so-
copper.
Now you gotta remember to sell that one copper of, 4 kids. And in response to yell out for a response to anyone live or needing help, you hear the squawking of a bird. I can't squawk. That's the best squawk.
Shoot a fireball at it.
Wow. You currently do not have line of sight, nor do you have a.
Says
Decisive. I can't make up. You can't
yeah,
control
you
that.
can. You're the god of this world.
It's very true. Homing missile, go! So, Godfrey, you are sneaking in the corner of that bush. You see directly in front of you in this area, obviously, the rubble of a tent that was standing. In the distance, you see the actual cloth tent itself fluttering in the tree line. On the other side of the rubble, you see the fire that is barely lit. It's just a barely lit campfire, as in the embers. And that's actually where you see a lot of the smoke smoldering. The smoke coming from the ember and ash from it. You do see the 2 tents. Everyone can see these 2 tents right in front. You can't really see into the tents. They are, like walled tents.
Yeah. The destruction be minimal. Like 2 buildings and a bunch of these tents look fine. Is that how it looks on the ground?
Well,
Or does
The
the whole
tents-
place look kind of like a battleground?
not necessarily a battleground. At least the bodies that are remains that are scattered all over the place. That makes it look like a battleground. You quickly would discern, just for the fact that you've been in this and you've kind of watching it happen. The wind looks to be doing most of the damage to these tents. The extremely high winds and the gusts that are fluttering through the trees and ripping through this open area are ripping the stakes and the tents out of the ground slowly. And when you have one
Okay,
tent,
but that doesn't explain the stone buildings.
no, it doesn't. But I was just telling you
Okay.
about the tent.
Yeah, okay.
But that's where you get most of this rubble from the tent, and some of the rubble from the building. I mean, if you want to go to the building and do an investigation check.
Does anyone answer Ash when she calls out?
Nope, just the bird.
When he calls out?
Just the bird. Ah, I'm not the only one that calls it a she. Ha 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 ha.
No, we all make the mistake, but we correct each other. That's what we're here for.
Family. Vomit.
The angry DM, meanwhile, is like, yeah, don't ever make your character a different gender than you. That's just making everyone do extra work.
Yes, that's exactly what I think every time. It's like, God damn you, woman. Alright. Did you want to
question.
investigate the building? Anybody?
I want to investigate this stuff in front of me because I assume that's what that looks like, right?
Yes, that is actually the remains of some of the building behind you.
Oh, it came this far?
Yeah.
Huh. Would we have seen anything?
I think we head
In
to
our
the tent.
time-
The watchtower looks too sketchy.
You said you wanted to investigate the remains, right?
Eventually.
No, Shadow, she said it specifically, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
The what?
The remains you're standing in front of. You said you were investigating it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roll your investigation.
Big money, no whammies.
I can't see on the physical dice, not obviously the chat's there, but I was sitting there trying to scroll down the page trying to see the last dice like a dumbass. Alright, so you look amongst the remains and you start kicking around a couple of the wood planks and the miscellaneous items, and you start to see these little strange footprints, these little three-toed footprints. And then you start to look closer at the surrounding area, and you see this very large footprint smashed into the ground slightly in its little tiny indent. You actually don't recognize it whatsoever, but you
I'll
did
call
notice it.
Salida over.
Okay. So Salida coming up behind. Doo-doo-boop.
You seen anything like this before? I'm assuming it's a bigger version of some creature that's native to this place.
She gets down on one knee and she starts to poke around with her hands, taking a good look at the footprints. These I've seen before. These are, I believe they are the native goblins. They're not friendly to most people, but they are locals. That's one, I'm afraid, is a little more obvious. That would be a dinosaur, my dear.
I take it a big one.
Judging by the size, I would say very much so. An adult, for sure.
Enough to do that kind of damage, and I point at the watchtower.
Possibly. Possibly. They do usually grow to be about that tall. Not fun. Not fun at all.
Would it be normal to find it somewhere populated like this?
So you're asking, is it normal? Because you broke up a little bit.
Yeah. Is it normal
Okay.
to have it in such a populated area?
Gotcha. Well, this isn't normally populated, obviously. This is someone's campsite, which I'm curious whose campsite it is. But no, the dinosaurs really rule outside of the normal ports and cities. We don't have many, but this is their jungle after all.
Challenge
Uh,
accepted.
This kind of creature, does it tend to move with others of its kind? Others of other kinds? Or on its own?
No, normally it's a solitary creature unless it has a family. Big Mama, as you know, they like to protect their young.
That much I definitely can attest to. Alright, so we need to keep an eye out.
Very much so. As the priest comes up behind you, she gasps the giant footprints. How could anything that big be alive? Like, really? It must be massive. I just wanted to talk like that.
That's what they all say.
No, that's what they all say when Godfrey lets it loose and dries off with the loincloth. Ah.
Question,
Alright.
a question just occurred to me.
Mhm.
This is to Salida still.
Ah.
You said that there's local goblin tracks as well as this creature. Are they likely to be together? Do these creatures wrangle these beasts by any chance?
No. No. By the looks of this, she takes a look at all the traps. She surveys it all, takes a step back. I would guess, looking at these corpses, I would say goblins here are the culprits of the massacre you see in front of you. They did the deed, and either after or during, this thing, whatever dinosaur it is, came along and scared off everyone else, because you see the tracks. And as you look into over on the other side of the fireplace or the pit, the fire, you see the tracks leading off away from. You can see it's just like little tiny black spots on the map. The foot traffic just leading away from this area.
Hmm. Alright then. And I'll call the captain
Are we
over.
supposed to be able to?
Yes,
Jump
technically
it.
it's. You technically can't see it by your line of sight, but it is out.
Wait, is that bird fuck that answered us?
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe. What? Fog of War was a piece of shit. Leave me alone.
No, I know. I was just looking for the tracks you were talking about because I don't see them, and I saw
They're,
that thing.
they're
I was like,
tiny.
wait.
They're very tiny. I'm just using the very fine detail black marks on the map to make a point.
Enhance.
Zoom. Enhance.
What do you want, Roman? It's my ice cream, boy.
Ice cream. I have some in the freezer. I'll go get it during the break.
No.
Which is in 5
It's
minutes,
my
by
ice
the
cream.
way.
No, Kitty has a bad kitty.
Unless we start combat.
In how many minutes?
5 minutes? 5 minutes for what?
Until
Five
the
minutes.
break.
Break.
Uh-oh.
To the
Do you want
halfway
to?
point.
It's my ice cream.
Don't give the dog ice cream.
Kitty.
Or the kitty. Definitely not the kitty. Cats are lactose intolerant.
What you guys do?
He's trying to eat my ice cream so hard.
Oh no, I meant in D&D. Where are you guys going? You guys gonna press forward?
No, I'm calling Crispin over. Trumpet.
What is it?
Apparently something big stomped through here not that long ago, and also some natives.
The cat has my mic.
What?
The cat has his mic.
Okay.
Having an adventure over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tried to climb up my mic to get to my ice cream.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
So I'll relay
I don't know
to
what
you
I don't know
basically.
I don't know what you said. What did you say?
I said, looks like something big came through here, did all of that damage, and I'll point to the watchtower and the debris in front of me.
Salita would chime in and give you the details of what she said about the tracks and everything.
Apparently local goblins are what are responsible for these, and I will gesture at all the dead bodies.
So we shouldn't be expecting survivors. I say,
Unlikely,
looking at
but
Ash pointedly.
then I look at the big ass building in front of us. Maybe some old up in there.
Let us check. I'd have Vex and Ash lead the way to the temple thing.
And I would go in between, and I assume, Guedra, are you gonna take rear guard?
Yeah, sure. Keep my eyes open.
Okay, off we go. Do, 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 do.
Oh, so you're moving forward. Okay. So as you come on that north side of the camp ridge, you see more of the tents. Not to mention, obviously, the 80-foot tall stone statue carved into your right of your current location.
Mhm.
It
Oh.
is a man with a crocodile straddling his back. And between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading into a dark tunnel that you cannot see into just yet because you are currently 5 feet below the platform. To the left of the statue, you see the crude animal pen. Actually, Shadow, you would be able to see it from your location. You and Crispin, the rest of the crew still have yet to move. But you see a panicked bird running around in circles, and there is no other signs of life.
While we're passing, I'm gonna poke my head into these tents just to make sure they're clear. And I have my weapons
Okay.
at the ready, by the way.
Okay. So you look inside the tents, and you quickly put your arms down as you realize they are pretty much empty. Give me a perception check. Alright.
Could have been really bad.
No.
Cute.
You're fine. Could have been, though. Could have been really bad. Not really bad, just kind of bad. So, you put your arms down slowly as you start to inspect the scene of the disaster that is the inside of this tent, as rags, clothing, and items are just strewn across the floor. You flip over a table that's in your way, and you find
Hey.
this slithering lizard that's in front of you, but you are prepared. Give me an attack roll.
Pudding.
It should not be on that page. Okay, 13. Give me 1 second.
How big is this lizard?
It's not big. It's only a couple feet long, couple
That's
inches
fine.
wide.
That's food.
It's tiny. So
That's
you
a couple of feet.
barely hit it. Literally barely hit it. And you roll damage? Do you roll damage? I don't know.
If I'm attacking
damage,
something,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, it's 2 hit points. It's like, do you even need to roll damage? Is more or less what I was getting at. Alright, so you stab at it and you quickly lop
Cut
off
the
its
head
head
off.
as it tries to lunges at you, and you see the body twitch as the mouth on the ground just slowly stop biting mid nothing in the air.
No real animals were harmed in the making of this game.
No, just virtual animals. Remember that. Key word there.
I'll pick it
Virtual.
up and drain the blood out.
Alright. You got food.
Yay.
Go ahead
Fighting
and
a cat. What's happening? Are we killing zombies?
no,
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 a
we're-
lizard.
no, just a snake.
No, you said
I-
it's a lizard.
I said reptile, not
Oh,
lizard.
okay.
So snakes are reptiles, to be fair.
Of all the nights to not have my camera, when this cat, what? Can I help you, Mister?
This is why cats are the devil.
No, cats are the best.
What are you talking about?
No, dogs are the best. Dogs are the best.
Dogs
Alright.
are insincere.
No, they're not. Dogs are super sincere. Erica cries, dog's on top of her. I cry, dog never comes near me because dog knows Luigi don't play that. Where is he? Oh wait, he's right behind me. See, look at that. Look at that innocent dog over there. Oh, that's a computer desk. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. You can't see him in the dark. No.
Doggo!
He's there though. He's right
Racist,
there though.
Luigi.
What? Apollo is really dark. I can't help it. He has like 2 white spots and then his paws
That's
are
my
white.
mic. Can I
He's
help?
adorable though. He's laying there in his silence and he's lovable and awesome. Dogs are the best. And my
So
camera's
is
pointing towards my crotch area.
You don't-
Anyways. Yes. Anywho. So you search that tent, you search the other one, you find much of the same. You continue to get the real picture of what these goblins did as you find dead bodies just sitting inside their bed, their rolled up, what's the word I'm looking for? Bedroll. As they're in their bedroll with a sword or spear just sticking out of their chest,
Oh,
just laying there. Yeah.
Wow, they left their weapons behind?
Well, I won't go into that one. Manga surprisingly is not taking the weapons left behind. Just want that noted.
Are
don't
any of
need
them
them.
magical?
I stocked up.
Huh?
I'm not serious.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
think
anyway.
they would have left something magical behind.
No.
Also,
no,
I have no way to figure out if it's magical or not.
not really.
I mean, I have
Um,
detect magic. I could.
Shadow,
gonna ping?
you. Shadow, even though you are not looking, you would see that the swords kind of match their style of wardrobe, so it's their own weapons that they were stabbed with.
Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna take weapons out of bodies and just lay them
Oh,
down.
good woman.
That's not nice.
It is not.
Ash would probably help.
Oh, yes, she would because she's the angel apparently.
He.
Thank you. All right, so you guys are next to the giant statue. What's next?
I'm gonna point out the bird to anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Okay. And,
The one in the pen?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
well,
Can we
As you
ride it
pointed-
like in the picture?
as you pointed out, the bird still circling its pen, freaks out and hits one of the oil lamps sitting on the side of the pen, knocking it over into the pile of hay, lighting ablaze the animal pen that is surrounding it. And
Hasn't it been like raining all day?
no, it's not all day. That was yesterday.
Oh,
Actually, no, that wasn't yesterday. That was 2 days ago. Today it's just highly windy, which means the
okay.
wind is just
Gonna
lighting that.
catch everything
blaze.
on
Yeah,
fire.
Can I just control
Feeding
flame
that
and put
fire.
it out?
That's up to you. Can you control flame? Do you have that cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, well that's up to you. I'm just telling you the shit that happened.
Do you have the distance, the range on that?
I mean, I still need it posted. Let's see here. 5, 10. I mean, you can fucking walk forward 60. Doesn't matter. Instantaneously, you choose to extinguish this non-magical flame that is that fits within a 5-foot cube. Unfortunately, it is not in a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip, so I can just like
Do it over and over again.
snuffing it out.
Good point. Fine. The pen is now snuffed out. barely an ember left standing. As the bird still continues to circle around in circles, it's still freaking out because its pen was on fire and it is not happy.
Any of you any good with animals?
Doubt it.
I have a 2. I can try.
I'm just like, what's a bother?
Oh, Godfrey, you can move yourself. You're still in the bush, but
Where?
And say,
everyone's moved forward.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was looking for my character sheet. It was yellow.
Oh.
I was like, why?
Zelita,
Oh, you want to know what she can do?
my jailbait. No, I just don't want her to get far away from us.
Gotcha. Where's
Does it look like the picture?
sorry. I thought I grabbed her. I must have not. I must have grabbed Salida. So let's see here. Do they have animal handling? Is a real question. No, they do not. Okay, I answered that.
Does it look
Ash
like how it looks in the picture? Like
What do
a
you mean, the
giant
bird?
Ostrich. Yeah.
Kind of. It essentially looks like a giant ostrich, but its beak is pointed and pointed and flat, coming into like a
like
point,
an
like an
axe.
axe. Just right down its beak, like a giant axe.
So from that, I can probably deduce that it will try and ram me head first if it feels threatened. Correct?
Giggity.
Yes, probably.
It's
Just the tip, though.
Yeah, just the tip. As you
Hey,
shadow,
we gotta earn that not safe for work tag.
as you get closer to the gate pen, it stops circling it though and backs into the corner, and it's just now squawking at you.
I'm not gonna get in.
On its back.
I'm not gonna get in, but I'm gonna climb up on the fence and
And then she falls in.
no, I am far too agile for that. Unless
Depends how many ones you roll.
unless I get a 1 is what I was gonna say.
The dice will determine how agile you really are.
True that.
Well, she hasn't tried to jump over it, of course.
No,
She's
I'm not
just
gonna try and jump up. I'm gonna climb up
You're
and
just-
I'm
Are you
the
climbing
same-
up to the top, or are you just climbing the
no, just
like onto a
up.
board?
yeah, just up.
Okay,
So I'm a
just
little bit
propping
higher.
yourself up a bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, gotcha.
And then I'm gonna start, calm words. It's okay. We're
Roll
not gonna
20, that's
hurt
the
you.
greatest thing you've ever done. Thank you.
What?
Finally. So they finally added, so when you have the like a page bumped out into its own separate window and not within the Roll20 API settings or script,
Yeah.
you can click on a link and it actually brings it up in the API. Finally, because that annoyed the hell out of me before.
Good.
So yeah, I'm just really happy about that. Sorry. All right, so you said you are saying what?
Just like, it's okay. We're not gonna hurt you, standard. Shh,
Okay.
calm down, like you would with a wild horse or something. Which,
Okay.
being a nomad, I feel like I would have some minor experience with this. I do have a 2 in animal handling.
I was gonna say the dice tell the story, not me. So roll that too, girl.
Big money, no Emmys. Gimme. Nope.
It's like the dice know that you suck at this. You try. You try to calm it down, and it looks like it tries to calm down, and it eyeballs you slowly, and then it slowly starts to pan to the side, walking around the back of the fence line, and then eventually it just squawks at you. It it's
I
just
didn't want to
staring at
have
you
to
now.
do this.
Didn't want to have to do this.
So that was the bird. It's attacking. Roll initiative. No, I'm kidding. All right. So what are you doing?
We can kill a bird. I don't
Stunning
care.
strike.
You're gonna strike this innocent bird?
And
My
knock it
God.
out. Calm it the fuck down.
Okay.
How is that gonna calm it down?
It won't be awake. It will be calm.
But it'll also be like hostile. Hostile.
Not necessarily. It's going to be unconscious. Anyway, it's an attempt. We'll see what actually happens. I think I have to spend a key point for this.
Does this thing
Stunning.
look like a saddled creature?
Yes. Technically,
did ask
it
that.
is. It's not saddled. It's just it's like a chicken sitting in a pen. It's just a giant axe beak chicken. It's a large beast.
Could be saddled.
Yeah, can you ride it?
Technically, it's technically large enough to be saddled. Yes.
If I look in these tents, can I find any saddle equipment for it?
Well, investigate it.
Me?
I mean, you're looking.
Me? My investigation's
It would
awful.
help if I had
where
stunning
is it?
strike. Oh, I do.
You don't
I
have
do.
stunning strike? I
I
was
do.
about to say.
I do. It just wasn't in the first list of key stuffs.
Can like
Okay.
someone have like help me?
So you look inside the tent, Crispin, and you find items in which to help you, such as rope, but no saddle.
You're gonna have to
I
bareback
would
it.
just call out. I was like, does anyone see any saddle or riding equipment for this beast? What's the point of keeping it? Is it food?
I don't think it's
That was
food.
an open question.
I don't think it's food.
I don't know, when you describe
Did
something
you
as
see
chicken.
any saddles?
Not yet. Eddie tried to investigate and find one. He did not find anything but rope.
I'll have a look.
I will ask him for the rope. If he
Can I have a look for
showed me that he found
Yeah.
it.
that kind
You're gonna
of stuff?
search. You're gonna search the other tents. Yeah.
Sure.
Shadow. Are you
Also-
gonna?
I already did it. 25.
I know. I was just asking. Are you striking it, or are you just preparing in case they don't find it?
No.
Or are you just striking it?
I'm doing it
You're just striking
whatever
it?
they're doing.
Okay, you're just doing it. All right.
Yeah,
Roll
no,
damage.
knock it the fuck out.
Godfrey, you look inside this massive tent right over here.
I don't know if I still roll damage or not. You can tell me. But based on what it says for stunning strike, when you hit
Well, that is
another
still the
creature with a
damage.
melee weapon attack, you can spend a key point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a con save or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yes, but it's still, you have to strike it, so that means you're doing damage to strike it, and then it's knocked unconscious.
Okay. Kaboom.
I mean-
I don't know what the DC on this
There you-
con save is though.
It's normally built into your character sheet, so it's wisdom plus, I think it's 8, and then your proficiency. What is it, 5e monk?
Wisdom is 2.
AC?
Huh?
Are you talking about AC?
Yeah, on her strikes.
No, the DC.
Oh, your DC, sorry, not your
Oh.
AC. DC for your key saves is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So I was right.
Okay, so
'Cause I'm awesome!
5 plus 8 is 13.
So it's a 13.
Mhm.
Alright, so you did 7 damage. Why is this so off? Roll 20. I don't know if I hate you today or what, but I definitely feel something towards you. There you go. Boom. Fix that problem. -7, and then you need a con save for the X bird thingy. And it succeeds.
Oh,
You strike it straight into. side of its face, catching him slightly in the beak. But unfortunately, that beak is hard as an axe, hard as steel, and he just shakes it off, doing 7 damage. Unfortunately, he would also need to be much closer to you for that to happen.
Oh,
So
I would
we're
have
just-
gone in. Sorry.
Oh,
I
you're
forgot
going
to
in.
move. Yeah.
All right. So you strike it. It does not go down.
As soon as she goes in,
Uh-huh.
I lean over to Vex and I say, "I've got 5 gold on the bird."
No faith. So rude.
Vex goes, "You're on." Oh, this is happening. We're not going to do initiative rolls. We're just going to do this thematically. So the expert taking that shot squawks at you and swings at you with its massive beak, slashing 18.
Ooh, yes, that hits.
And you take 10 slashing damage as it slashes across your shoulder, just cutting deep into your armor.
Okay. I am going to attempt same thing again. Stunning strike.
Okay. So that's a definite hit. And that's a definite 9 points of damage. Alright, so you strike at him and you smack him straight on the other side of his jaw now. And he needs a con save. I don't know why it rolled it twice, but it did. Nat 20. It succeeds.
Holy shit, this bird is fucking strong!
It's something. It's definitely something. It's the fear. It's the adrenaline. It's keeping it going. So the bear takes
I will.
takes it against the beak, and he just
Wait,
and he lets out this massive or loud.
wait.
You're gonna say something?
Are you
Can I
quite
cast
alright?
haste on the bird?
Really?
Can I cast haste on the bird?
If you want to. All right. So that bird now has haste.
And plus 2
That's
fucking AC. Why?
As Crispin whispers the words.
You don't want to ride this bird? I want to ride this bird.
And he casts haste onto the bird directly in front of Shadow. As the bird squawks, it squawks louder and louder and louder in your face, Shadow. As you hear
Do I
this.
notice the spell effect?
No. Well, perception.
It would
it's-
start moving super fast.
I was gonna say if she hears your whispering of the
No,
incantation.
I wasn't
is
going
what
to try
was-
and stop him from doing it. I just want to know if I noticed that he
Oh,
cast this
Then
spell
you would
on
just note. Well, I would say you notice the spell, but you do notice the bird is moving much faster than it was before. It's
and I
almost
would
like
have
it's on-
had.
it's-
I have experience of the spells that he uses, so.
So, 2 and 2 together, sure. So you hear now that as it's bird squawking, you hear this thumping in the thorax. As it's getting closer and closer and closer, as you see new birds. It's coming to the rescue.
Wait,
Oh, he has friends.
well,
Because of
they
course
saw
he
me help that
does.
bird, right?
Huh?
Ooh, titties.
What?
Huh?
Random.
Right,
Random.
in Odyssey, there's a statue, and she got my attention with
Oh.
titties in my face.
Gotcha.
Statues, not hers.
Okay, before we roll initiative, can we take a break, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll never do so.
Well, that's annoying. I have to paste these all over again. Yeah. Be back in 5, guys.
Alright, cool.
Be right back.
Alright, guys, we're going to take a quick break. go grab something to eat or whatever it is that you want to do, and we'll be right back. In the meantime, let the pillow fight commence. I'll see you in a minute.
も歩いていけるよなんてさね、お菓子と勇気だけ持っていこうとした。必ず僕らたどり着く夢の白空の果てにある、誰にも知られない僕たちだけの場所、そうさ明日へ続け空に向かえ、憧れの道はつながっているよ、両手広げ声を出して信じ続けてく道がここにあるように、十字路でまた明日夢の続き持っていつか別れていくこと予感していた。このまま僕ら勇者だと日の剣で誓い合う空、忘れてた感情蘇る今こそ、そうさ明日へ続け空に向かえ、胸にしまってた言葉たち紡ぐ、誰にだって止められない勇ましいリズム刻み続けてるから。明日へ続け空に向かえ、草振りね合わせて言葉たち紡ぐ、誰にだって止められない憧れの道を歩み続けてるから、心で今違う空へ。
見えない声が誘いヘドなりキンキを犯す命の歌、消えない心の傷、メシアを求め続けたあの日の夜、はびこる赤煙はひどく私バラバラに崩して、涙の音だけがただ聞こえ、かすかにいた幸せに生き
Okay, thank you guys for waiting. Sorry about that. We are back and ready to continue. Let me just pull these guys back in. All the things. There we go.
I just want to make sure that's known. I really don't have to roll initiative for this, so
Oh, thank you for the bits.
Selective muting.
Yes, sorry. So
such
many
a waste
buttons.
of a turn order.
All the buttons.
Do these birds know that I helped one of their kind?
Nope. That's why you shouldn't
All
have
they-
did do it.
All I know right now is that bird over here squawketh, call help. Squawk. And this person over here is punching it in the. That's all they know right now.
I told you not to punch it.
The decisions we make shape the world, after all. Anywho, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Guess I have to roll for everybody.
Why?
For all the non-player characters.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
For all the NPCs and then individual birds.
Ooh, nice. Also, good luck, just some guy. I know that starting any kind of exercise program is hard as hook.
I started exercising today. I got a rower, and I've been rowing.
Go ET.
It's horrible.
I like row
It's hard.
machines.
It's hard.
Oh no, it's very good. It's just it's so much like different workout of the muscles that I already feel
Mm.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
I
lot.
prefer actual rowing.
I've never actually
I
rowed.
prefer
That'd be fun.
actual rowing too, but row machine is probably one of my favorite of those mechanical exercise devices.
Oh shit.
Are we
I
all
didn't-
rolling initiative?
Yes. Yeah, unless you don't want to participate in the fight. Because
Unfortunately,
unfortunately,
just go hang back.
I mean,
No,
not gonna lie, this shouldn't take you long at all.
Wait, why do I have 2 lucky buttons? Okay, whatever.
Lucky
Must be
butt.
new
I
roll
can't
20.
control the gladiators token.
Like, again, I don't know
swear I
how.
was set to always roll with advantage.
I'm telling you, they did something to roll 20 because none of this is working. His health is not on here.
Oh, I see. They added a new thing to separate initiative from all other rolls.
Mm.
So there's a new thing under the initiative modifier that says initiative style, and there you can make it force it advantage or disadvantage.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know why they have both
No idea.
advantage and disadvantage.
I want to know why Eddie can't control Vex. That's all I want to know right now. It says you can, like it has a blue dot next to it saying that you have control over this damn token and this character sheet. Technically, it can be edited only by you out of everybody in the group, so I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I can use his character sheet. I just can't do it on him.
It's fine. I'll roll the initiative. At least you can roll the damn moves.
I rolled the initiative.
Oh. Well, I
His
just did.
dexterity is 21.
I did it to add it to his thing. What did you roll?
7 is Crispin, 5 is Ash, 21 is Vex.
You said the 21 was Vex. Oh, I see. It's Gladiator. Okay. Edit this. Come on. And then you
Oh
did
yeah,
Ash.
did I find anything when I went looking for
Oh
It has
yeah,
me
like
and Ash in the turnover,
tackle.
correct?
it got
Bluffing
it got
tackle.
it got unfortunately overshadowed by the fact that she punched him in the face.
Yeah, but while the punching was happening,
You found said saddle in this bigger tent right over here, right behind Shadow. Actually,
just the one.
you found. Well, there was only one bird.
I know,
No.
but now there's lots of birds. I thought maybe they had
More than one.
escaped the pen.
No.
But if there was only one saddle, then only one
Well,
was...
what you found is a horse's saddle, so it can be used on multiple different types of animals. So it might fit the bird,
But it might not.
It might.
I
not.
wonder if they just captured this bird and were attempting to train it. When
Well,
shit
you'll
went
never
down.
find out now because you punched it in the face.
It's not like any of us can speak with animals anyway.
It's very true. Let's see here.
Simony, come back! We need your druidness!
Simony, come back. Do 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 do. All right, so we got the monsters, we got the gladiator, we got Saldana. We're missing Salida. That's who we're missing. Salida.
Too many S names, man.
Yeah, I didn't name the guys.
Selena, Saldana, Sarah,
To be fair,
Sasha.
I did name Vex, and I still don't say his name right. Vec.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I know, right? Horrible person. All right, so I think that's everybody. You got Ash. Yes, okay, so that's sending. All right, Godfrey, you lead the way.
Okay. We're all fucked now.
I
So
think you'd be in that big tent, wouldn't you?
yeah, probably. Yeah, which one was it? Which of
The
the
big one
tents?
next to the pen.
The one right
oh, it's the
behind
one
Shadow.
next to the pen where I found it.
Yes.
Yeah, that biggest one.
Um,
I would just say incoming.
Can I attempt to stealthily duck out the back of the tent?
Yes, you would have. So you notice immediately on all these tents that they have giant gashes and stuff. So you would be able to strategically exit out one of the gashes because of your size. So yes.
Okay, cool.
little
I mean, I guess in case it wasn't clear, I'm hiding. So I will roll stealth.
It's only.
I'm gonna use luck on that.
I don't care that this is a slow. Still doing it. Let there be awesomeness. Everybody should unmute Groovy because you're gonna want to hear this.
I unmuted him already.
Yes, but I just love this song.
Uh,
So you
do these
stealth.
birds look like they're murderous intent?
How do I describe this? They are coming to the aid of a bird that is crying out for assistance in panic. So it's not murderous as much as protectiveness.
All right.
So,
well,
It's
I'm
not
gonna-
like the
I'm gonna
snarling.
hold my action, and the first one that hits one of our guys gets shot.
Okay. So you're holding action. Gladiator Vec. He's gonna look over to Crispin and just ask the simple question: "What do you want me to do, boss?"
Wait and let them take the bird if they want it.
All right. So he's gonna hold his action. Well, he'll move forward and hold his action with his javelin. If that's okay with you, Crispin, you are controlling his character.
He would probably brace with his spear and shield.
Oh, is it a spear he has? I thought it was a javelin. So yeah, sure, shield and spear. That works.
And he'd probably like brace for them to come close, like defensively.
Okay. So off to the axe beak. She, bird thingy will squawk forward. How much feet? Oh yeah, no, he's got plenty. He's gonna squawk forward. Not even jumping over. He's gonna use his fate to attack the wooden fence. Wow, that's a lot of dice. And okay, he snaps off the top row of the double paddock or the paddock fence. If anybody doesn't know what these fences are, it's essentially one top rail, one bottom rail, and a cross rail in the middle of the square. So, well, the top rail or the squawking bird in front of you, Shadow, is going to lash out with 2 attacks, as it does have haste. 23 and 18. It does a total of 9 slashing damage. So as it's
horribly wrong.
Huh?
When jokes go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it happened. So it slashes down at you, bringing the force of its beak, slashing at you, cutting deep into your armor once again, drawing a little blood this time across your arm as you kind of try to dance around and do the best you can to defend against it. And your turn.
Okay. Trying to decide whether I'm going to try a stunning strike again, or whether I'm just going to try and wrestle the fucker to the ground.
It's
Not
your
fighting
girl, you do what
Shadow.
you want to, do what you want to. Do.
I really want this stunning strike to work so badly. Alright, one more time.
Another key point.
Even if you knock it out,
Then I'm going to tie it up.
what, while the others are beating you to death?
They haven't gotten to me yet.
They will next round, though.
Only if they break through the fence.
Okay, Marlboro Man, you go get him.
That's what you guys are there for. Back me up.
We're not fighting these birds. We have no reason.
So that's a hit.
Oh, okay, good. Please roll low, please roll low. Not me, you. You roll low. Fail the contract. Please.
So you strike out at it one more time, punching it straight in its other side of the same jaw that you've struck at least now one. And you actually hit him so hard he flops down to the ground and is now laying there with its tongue out, bleeding from its face as you killed it.
It died? I wasn't trying to do lethal damage.
Are you going for unlethal? Okay, so you
Yeah,
knocked it
that's why I've been using unarmed strikes this whole time. I'm literally just
unarmed
trying
strike
to
is
knock
still
it
a
out.
murderous strike. Alright, we're gonna go with this symbol. No, you can't do this
Fists
symbol.
are literally deadly weapons.
Yeah.
For monks, yeah.
So if you're gonna go non-lethal,
Non-lethal.
then you have knocked it unconscious. Okay. So it is
Perfect.
now not
Rope.
unconscious. So you're gonna tie it up for your bonus action.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
Other
its
axe.
feet together and
See-
its wings down to its body.
Seeing the bird go down in a blaze of glory, this bird flies towards the street, or fly, I say, but he's really running. They run straight towards the fence and he starts whacking at it now. Doing 18 to say 8 slash. Okay, so he on his strike actually slices through two boards as he brings his beak straight down in between two of the boards. Donde está mi paintbrush? Alright.
Movement. I didn't get to use my movement.
If you want to, go ahead.
Whoop.
Nope, that's the wrong thing. Alright, so you've exited.
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave the pen open?
No, I vaulted.
Okay, so the pen's still closed. Alright. Zaldana, what do you want her to do? She is not an evil person, so she's gonna say the same thing to Crispin.
Same thing. What are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, what do you want to do?
Do none of them
no
have
reason to
sleep?
Engage with these birds. Just
Somebody
leave them
gotta
be.
have sleep. Something.
So she's gotta leave him be. She's not gonna do anything. Other Axpeak flies in, and although he's higher, he's gonna strike at the same that this previous one did. I did a little slash down here. If you can't see it. That's a hitter. Alright, so with that slash, he takes out the last two boards at this back entrance. Freehand. Why is it purple again? God damn you. Roll 20. All things wrong today. It keeps making my default color purple. I have no problem with that normally. There we go. Alright, so that Axbeak has broken through the gate. Moving on. Last Axbeak with his 50 movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, he's got plenty. So he's going to run in here. He's going to grab the fallen bird as best he can by nudging his head underneath his corpse, unconscious body and dragging him out slowly
What?
of the... I mean, he's tied up. He's
You're
unconscious.
gonna have to
Just do it.
explain the logistics of this one to me.
Oh, okay. You said what, so I just didn't know when I needed to respond. Alright, Crispin. And technically you go twice, because Ash is right after you.
That's what I'm thinking too, Drew.
Crispin?
I mean, haste is dropped because it's unconscious already.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter. I would drop it anyways. I mean, they're not coming after us. I would just leave. Start heading up to the temple. Grab back in.
You're just gonna walk away. Wow. Alright. So back your token up. Use your movement. Ash, how are you gonna want him to? Same thing.
Yeah, I just want Ash and Beck leading the way.
If everyone's gonna leave,
We'll see. Stop at the entrance here.
Yeah.
and basically no one's gonna do anything until it's my turn again.
I mean, technically,
I-
Godfrey and Vec are both holding actions.
Okay.
So, that's still happening. Salida or Axpeak is next. He's gonna fly in. 5, 10, 5, too many. 1, 2. Big tokens make it hard. So he's gonna fly in over here. There's not much for him to do. He can't reach anybody. So, yeah, he's not even gonna bother dashing. Salida, you've already given the order not to mess with the birds, so they're not gonna do that. Godfrey, you're just gonna hold another action? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm still hiding, still holding, waiting to shoot if they act aggressively.
Okay. Vec is doing the same. Axbeak. Alright, so as the unconscious roped corpse of the and unconscious bird being dragged out by one of its fellow members. The birds in the back of the pen are squawking and are kicking dirt behind them, looking straight at you, Shadow. But that's all he's gonna do is squawk at you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Same thing, and Shadow.
Alright,
So now the birds in the back are squawking at you, and
I'm gonna
they're
back away
kicking the dirt.
to here. And I'm gonna shout, Godfrey! Into the air!
What?
As in, shoot into the air.
Oh.
So are you just like firing an arrow towards them into the air, or?
No, I think she means use one of my black powder weapons, but honestly, I don't think how. This is one thing that I didn't remember to do while we were in town. That I would have remembered if I was actually my character. How much powder and shot do I have, and how much could I have gotten my hands on?
Let's see. Where's your weapon? So you started off with some black powder that you found in there. Wrote it down. No, you should have wrote it down. It should be on your character sheet. I thought I added that. Weird. Oh no, it just says 2 guns and bullets are blank. I guess we never put a number in there. Alright. Well, we'll do the same thing for that we did in Exesia. Gunpowder you would have had to purchase separately, and bullets would have to have been crafted for you, because it's not a common weapon, but it's not expensive.
It's just lead shot.
Yeah,
bulbs.
pretty much just lead bulbs. So you could have
Gunpowder
bought
might have been expensive, but I guess they have cannons, so it's
It
not
depends on
super
how
rare.
much. It's not super. Gunpowder's not rare. It's the bullets of that size. It's rare. Gunpowder, for example, is 250 gold pieces per keg. So we'll just use divisibles of that. So if you, depending on how much gunpowder you want, you would just buy them in little packets, and you can use them accordingly.
Well, we're going on a long expedition, so I guess like maybe a quarter of a keg.
So 250, a quarter of 250 is
75,
roughly
I think.
75. So
No. 75 times 4 is 300.
no, you're right. That's off. Calculator, because I don't feel like doing quick maths. Oop, that was wrong.
Oh, it doesn't. That's why, because it doesn't divide evenly.
No,
There's going to be a remainder.
It's like 6.25. So just if you want to go lower end, 6 bags.
Bags?
Oh no, sorry. A quarter would be if you would just do it like a quarter of a keg, and it would be roughly 60 gold per bag, or for not per bag, for a quarter of a keg.
Okay.
If you want to go lower end.
No, yeah, that's. Well, I don't care. I would have spent whatever. I probably give him 70 to make sure I got good quality powder.
Oh no, I meant lower end as in like instead of trying to do a remainder of 0.25. So we're just gonna call it 60 for a bag of gunpowder, or like a fourth of a keg.
All right.
All right, and then bullets.
How much?
So-
How many shots does a quarter of a keg get me?
20 shots. No, actually,
I feel like it
math
would
is
be more
wrong.
like 40
Yeah.
or so.
No, that math is wrong. I'm not doing that math right. Let's
I'm
see.
just imagining like this much gunpowder. I feel like that could be at least 40 or 50 shots.
Yeah, I'm doing that math wrong. It's a 20-pound keg. So if you had a fourth of it,
So
it would be
5 pounds of
5
gunpowder.
pounds of gunpowder. 5 pounds of gunpowder. You use less than that,
I
so
don't know
50.
how much.
Let's just go just do whatever what is 50.
An easily divisible number.
Yeah, so 1 ounce per bullet. So
So
go ahead and
how
add
much
that in
would
there.
a 50 ball, 50 shot cost me?
Oh no, that is the 60 gold. Would have been 1/4, so 50 shots.
Wait. Are you including the powder and the shot in the same thing?
As in, so we're making it an easy number. So 50 shots would be 5 pounds of powder.
But
Yeah.
the balls, I mean.
Oh no, I was only counting the powder.
Oh yeah. I've done the powder.
Okay. I thought we were still on.
How
my
much?
bad.
How much
So
for 50 balls?
so 50 balls. So it's 20 pistol rounds for a pound of iron, which is 1 silver piece. So it would be 2 silver pieces for 40. So 1.5, or so 2 silver pieces, and what is that? 5 copper.
But I assume it's got to be more because it has to be custom work.
Oh, I was just using the material.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no. I'm just going through it like slowly.
oh,
So
yeah,
that's
okay.
that's your material for 50 shots, unless you want more than 50.
No, I might as well keep it even with the powder. That makes
Okay.
it easy.
So for the material, it's 2 silver pieces, 5 copper, and then for the crafting of it, we'll call it a gold. For someone just to work out, a blacksmith just to work out the metal balls and melt it down.
Okay.
So cheap,
So what is that total?
ish. 1 gold, 60 plus 1 gold plus 2 silver plus a copper, or 5 copper.
I would have just
So-
given him 5 gold.
There you go. For everything. So 65.
Got it.
Alright.
And I have 50 shots.
There you go.
In which case, I don't mind wasting one. Because I was thinking, I might only have like
3.
5 shots.
4 shots left.
Yeah.
Stay in school, kids.
I'm talking about stay in school. School's a joke. It's a lie.
Oh yeah, American schools anyway.
Exactly.
All schools. Let's not kid ourselves.
I mean, it's very true.
I don't
School-
know about all, but all public schools. Sure.
Yes.
No,
that's
school
the
in
ones
general
I'm
is just
talking
dumb.
about because I have no experience of private school, so you know.
Trade schools are the only schools that matter. Everything else is a joke.
Only people wanted to do trades anymore. So,
Unfortunately.
Many people are actually leaving and retraining.
yeah, because they can't find jobs doing anything else.
Because that piece of paper is no longer magical. Now you have to actually know how to do stuff again.
So,
Anyways.
I am going to make my way over to stand, with her,
Oh, okay.
holding the axe and dagger, sort of not pointing it at them, just holding them up, like by my shoulders, and like splaying out what fingers I don't need to hold on to them in like a piece, but I'm still holding my weapons way, if that makes sense. And if they approach a step closer than they currently are, I will fire into the air.
Okay. That shadow. They would do the same things on the next week. Alright, so they're not moving. They are slowly pulling this bird out and backing away. Because they didn't want any trouble. Shit. Alright, we're just gonna call that that. Alright, so that bird, those birds have now, if you're not gonna do anything else, they're done.
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Well, I meant Shadow. Well, she's gonna do something else.
I'm still waiting for
They
you
are
to
gone.
explain how they drag the bird.
With their beak, with their axe beak, they just hooked underneath the rope or underneath his, his head, his wing, and slowly dragged him away until he gained consciousness enough to
Freaking
walk
hell.
away.
He wouldn't have been able to walk. I tied his legs and his wings to his body. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yeah. He's not walking. They just dragged him until the rope broke, and then he limped away.
I wanted to ride a bird.
You should have finished him quicker then.
Yep. Should have punched it right the first time.
Should have used the flurry blows instead of.
Just... Easy, boy. Easy. Boom, 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 boom.
That's how you take care of a bird, Shadow. That's how.
Bird whisperer, my ass.
Oh.
All right. Now that the
Random bird encounter is over.
Crispin, you are currently at the foot of, literally the foot. Get it? Get what I did there? Of the statue. As you walk up the steps, you see it, you are now standing on the shrine, and you can tell immediately that this shrine is ages old, centuries old even. Salida, right behind you, mentions how this is a Shulton carved works. Carved into the stony hillside, obviously, literally on a hillside. I'm guessing. You are lying in between his feet at the entrance of this massive archway, and looking inside the dark cavern, you have dark vision, Crispin, so you can see a little deeper in there. You see the cobwebs and the curvature as it looks to get wider, slightly wider, as you go deeper into the, or not into the deep, but as you look into the darkness. So, what do you want to do?
I'm assuming Vac and Ash are going in front, and we're just slowly walking in, as long as I don't see anything inherently dangerous.
Okay. So Salida will chime in right since as she's standing right next to you, and she just kind of gives you this background almost, and Ash kind of chimes in between as he knows a couple things himself, essentially telling you that this figure is part of the local mythology, and Salida essentially just this is a long speech, gives you this spiel. In the early days of the world, man stood at the banks of a river frightened, and Crocodile raised its head from the water and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, "I must cross the river, but I fear to enter the water alone, because it teems with your brethren." The crocodile would reply, "It's true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back, if you promise to return the favor." The man agreed, and the crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far banks, man asked, "How can I repay you?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone, because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across the realm." Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise, so he carried the crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore in his anger that never again would men and crocodile be friends, so it remains to this day. So after Celia tells you this story, she goes, "It's a very interesting story, yeah?"
It's a Just So story.
It's a what?
Just So story.
Oh. So, with that story, you are at the entrance ways of the Man and Crocodile. Are you walking in? Oh, and also I need to stop this music, because we are no longer in battle. I just like the music.
Me too.
It's fine, we'll just go back to...
Copyright strike.
We're walking in slowly.
Does this have copyrights? It's
Probably.
YouTube. I mean, it's YouTube. I mean, it can't really be that bad.
Yes.
Fine.
It's YouTube that I'm talking about copyright striking me.
That's very true, actually. Alright. So,
Because I use royalty-free music usually, but it's always on YouTube that it gets flagged. My videos never get muted.
alright, so you're just walking in 2x2s, correct?
Yeah, and while I'm walking in with Godfrey, I'm muttering about goddamn bird, goddamn couldn't get my
Are
mouth
you
bloody.
are you just following behind them? Undrill is actually going to wait outside. It's a little crowded, and so is, I guess, Saldana.
If they're not going in, then I'm gonna stay and look after them.
Okay. I mean, it is only 2 squares wide. Alright, so if you two are going in 2x2s like that, so as you walk into the room, or into the opening, past the archway, you see how high, with your dark vision, Ash does have dark vision, so Ash and Crispin, you see into this, there's a 23-foot high ceiling. So the ceilings are really tall in this place. It's very deceiving considering outside is, well, I guess it does kind of taper off into a giant statue, but you wouldn't have guessed it, at least I wouldn't, that it had such a tall ceiling. It's draped with cobwebs, and the stone tile on the floor are covered with thick layers of mud, creeper insects, and blown-in leaves. Alright,
So it doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while.
yeah, pretty much. So, just let me know how you want to move.
I mean, just walk in. I wouldn't be worried about anything attacking us.
I would.
Are you jumping in
would-
there?
Yeah, I would make sure I'm in front and
Okay.
check.
Then I'll move back. I'm gonna move you up, so that way it's kind of like that. All right.
No,
are you
I would
checking?
insist I go at the absolute front.
Oh, that's fine then. Just slide them back.
Okay,
I'm just trying to stay at the entrance way instead. All right. So you're at the absolute front, and you said you're checking what?
For traps.
Okay. Roll it.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay, luck. Let's see if you can do any better.
You rolled insight.
Nope. Whoops. I mean, my bonus is 1 higher, so it would be
It's true.
23.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 23. Okay, I'll take that. All right. So you investigate the floorboard or the floors in front of you, and you notice the stone tile is very strange. Actually, yeah. Even with disadvantage, you make that. So you immediately get down on one knee and you take a look at the floor, and you start to brush away this mud and the insects and the leaves. And you see the tiles are actually different. So as you press down on it, press down onto the stone tile, it triggers away the trap as the floor just gives way and crashes into the ground. So close.
Okay.
So now you are in front of a nice big pit.
I mean, alright.
Hit.
Did I have to set off the trap?
According to this, yes.
Because I was going to say, if I found something suspicious, I would have just chalked an outline around it and said, don't step on this. But okay. Campaign says no.
You could have done that, except you would have triggered all the floor, all one big ass trap. So, either way, all right. So now you are looking over this nice long pit in front of you, 10 feet long. not much room to do much anything because it's just a black hole now.
Well, this was a waste of time. Let's get on with it. And I would turn around and go back to the boats.
So quick to give up.
Dude, we have no reason to be here. Like, I don't care about this place.
There might be treasure. What are you doing? Where's your pirate?
I know.
It's an old temple. They always have cursed magic items and shit.
It seems like the opposite of a pirate, honestly.
He's so pirate that he's not pirating.
He's-
You know that, like that, where you're so lazy that you work out to keep in shape because it's more work to be fat.
So there should be a word for that.
He's
I mean,
being
you say
good.
something
Leave him
to that
alone.
effect.
Yeah, sure. What? Wait, why are we coming in here? Is it for the person we're escorting?
No.
No.
No,
We're not coming
we're
here
just
for any
exploring
reason.
for fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
So
just
then,
a-
yes, yeah, I would say, hold on, Captain. This with traps and locked doors. Oh, there's always something glittering behind it.
You really think it'll be worth it?
It'll only take another 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be in.
Let's go then.
Um,
All right. So now that Crispin's back on board, so you look over the ledge one more time and you see that there on the edges there is a very thin ledge, enough for at least a foothold to walk across.
to walk across.
As in the edge of the outside of this. Hold on, let me.
Oh, you could like edge out around the pitfall. Okay.
Exactly.
Can
Yeah, sure.
Can the lady cure Shadow?
Did Shadow? Oh, Shadow did take damage. You're right. It is. She is priest.
How did I miss that?
yes.
What did she take damage from?
Axe beak.
The bird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It kept
never
hitting me
mind.
back.
Yeah. I mean, it punched it and then he punched back.
Okay, I totally would have shot it with the crossbow then.
No, this is
Never.
before you did the crossbow. This is
Oh, from before
bef-
that. Okay.
before the other birds got summoned. She struck him and then he struck back because she struck him.
Right.
She can cure you actually, so she can cast a level 1 cure wounds. How bad are you hurt?
You can't see my health bar.
I think she's
I mean-
missing 20 or 30 HP.
I'm gauging. I only see as a health bar. I don't see the number. So I mean, I would have to click on you to see a number.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go for level 3.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna do a level 3 then.
I'm
Maybe level 2.
down 19.
I just cast it at level 2 cure wounds, which gave you
11.
11 hit points.
11.
That'll do.
All right, that'll do, pig. That'll do. All right. So Godfrey, you said you're gonna go ahead. Give me a dexterity acrobatics check. Easy for you, yeah. Easy enough, even with
My
the low
rolls
rolls.
today, Jesus.
Yeah, really low.
Like all
but
over the place.
That +7 though saves you. So you slowly edge out the outside of the pitfall as you make your way around the ledges. Does anybody else want to follow?
Nope.
If they did, I would have told them to wait until I checked the door anyway.
Okay. Well, you make it to the next section. Here, the 23-foot high ceiling, it is draped with cobwebs, but you see it slowly is like coming down towards you, like declining instead of being super high. It's slowly starting to arch back down. This corridor is actually very, very webby. It's almost blinding. So there's a lot of cobwebs in front of you and around you.
Okay.
All right. Do this.
Fuego.
Are you calling for birds? Is that what's happening?
No. It's the metagaming pigeon.
Oh, metagaming pigeon. I know nothing of this metagaming pigeon. I know nothing of this. Alright. So, are you gonna do anything while you're in this spot, or are you just gonna continue moving?
While I'm in what spot?
So you made it over the pit,
So
or
I'm on
like
this side now.
no. You
No?
you made it over the pit. And you were standing in front of these cobwebs.
Oh, I thought this was the.
No. This was the pit, right?
Oh, okay.
It's literally moving in like a 5x4 section.
All right. Well, I'll check for traps again.
Okay.
Oh, I guess you said the cobwebs are really, really thick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd have something to do with that since I come from the Underdark. Like I would know a way to get rid of them. I assume fire's good.
I mean, they're cobwebs. You can get rid of it in multiple ways, as in slashing them with your hand. It's
Well,
cobwebs.
they're just gonna get wrapped around it. No, I don't want to brush things with my hand because then I'll just hit trap triggers. So I'll light a torch, even though I don't need it to see.
You're just gonna burn them all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you burn away the cobwebs in front of you as the fire spreads off and smokes up something awful. It smells like god awful. It like burning. What's the word?
Burnt
Filth,
hair.
insects, and silk.
Probably
Yeah,
smell
hair.
like
Thank
silk.
you. Nah, I was thinking hair. Just smells like shit. All right. So you have cleared away the majority of the cobwebs. So as you're clearing away any dexterity throw. I guess it would be acrobatics. So there's no point in a save. Hey, Dino. That'll happen. One day. Do.
Are you talking about us?
I'm talking about Dylan.
What?
Dexterity
roll.
saving throw.
Oh, I swear you said Crispin. I was like,
No,
okay.
Crispin's not in there.
No, I didn't think he was. That's why I was like, okay, what's going on behind me?
Jesus, you are rolling shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I need. So as the cobwebs are burning away, you hear the snap of a cord and now lunging out towards you is a couple blades coming out, hidden in between the wall.
Can't.
That's how it goes, man. Oh, that's one too many. I'm gonna need to subtract one. I'll take the highest. So. It slashes out at you, taking 11 damage.
Does this count as an attacker that I can see?
Yes, you will be able to see it coming.
Then I can use Uncanny Dodge and halve the damage with
Okay.
my reaction.
Sure
So
thing.
6.
So it slashes at you, and you use your great stealthy dexterity body to just dodge most of the damage. As it just little minor scratches.
It's like, thunk.
Hey, it's better than that
I
poison
found
arrow.
another trap. Don't worry, I'm
job.
fine.
Good job.
Knock the
getting
window
those.
to me.
Alright.
Tis but a scratch.
So now knowing what you find, you still have a good 5 feet of corridor in front of you. More cobwebs, by the way.
Yeah, I'll burn more cobwebs while checking for traps in their wake.
Investigation. Look savvy with your fire throwing. Now you burn away certain or little cobwebs or sections of the cobweb at a time, and you find the exposed wire in between the cobwebs. and I guess you're ducking underneath it. I'm assuming you're not going to activate it.
If I see the wire, can I follow where it leads and see if I find more blades hidden in the walls?
Sure. So the wire goes at a diagonal angle left to right. One end goes a little higher on the left side, and the other end goes on the right, so a little lower side. And each side, you find a slit in the wall where you see inside that slit, in the darkness crevice, you see a very thin blade hidden within that
Okay.
crack.
Can I take out my falchion and back up so I'm out of the way and cut the cord?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I want to trigger it safely.
So you step back and you trigger it safely as you watch these two large curved blades, just one high, one low, just flashing right, going in a circle, arcing out outward, taking up the entire hallway, and just going from one end right back into the wall to the other side, clearing your way. All right.
Yeah, that probably helps with the cobwebs.
Yeah, just a little bit. Takes out a bunch of them. All right, so now in front of you, you find it's not an actual wall or doorway you see on the upper half. It is essentially just a 7-foot wall.
Wait, I'm standing at a wall here?
Mhm. At the end, there's just a 7-foot wall. Remember the
7 feet, meaning that it doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling.
exactly, because the ceiling was 23 feet before it got to you here.
Okay.
So it's, somewhere between, I don't know, 18 and from the top of that wall, 7. So 7 feet from the floor, and then the rest of that space above it.
Can I use my stone cunning to check the origin of this stonework, whether this brick wall was made by the same people that made the rest of the place?
Yeah. So
So 7.
7. It all looks the same. It is not any special stone. You can tell it's old, centuries old stone. That's it.
Okay.
It's the same as the rest. All right.
Guess I'll take out a grappling hook then. Try and hook it over the top.
Okay.
Somewhere.
I don't know how would a grappling hook. I mean, you can't see on the other side, so I guess you just toss it blindly.
You just toss it blindly over the top
And hope you
pull
grab
it back,
something, huh?
Hopefully it catches something. Yeah, that's basically how they work.
All right. So you toss it over the wall. You don't overthrow it or anything, but you do just toss it over the ledge. Eventually, you get. Oh, fucking John. Eventually, you find purchase at the other end, and you use it to climb up. As you get to the ledge, you are now hanging off a 7-foot ledge.
Mm-hmm.
You look over and you have dark vision, 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you look over the ledge, you
Actually,
see
I
that.
have 120 feet of dark vision.
You see more than enough then. All right. So as you look over the ledge, you see that it's just a wall. It's just this very like 6 to 8 inch thick stone wall, just standing here in front of you, blocking your path. As you look over, you see another wall in front of you, almost more than double height of the wall that you are currently climbing.
Does that one also go all the way to the ceiling?
No.
Or not go all the way to the ceiling, I guess is what I meant.
Yeah, it does not
It
go
also
all the way
does
to-
not. Okay. This place is insane. Who the fuck designed this? Okay.
Apparently, a man who rode a crocodile across the river.
Yeah. So I'll secure my grappling hook as a rope and rappel down, but I don't want to touch the floor until I check it for traps.
Okay, so hanging there, Mission Impossible style, you want to check the floor for traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing. Roll. I want to
And
say
thus endeth
athletics?
the tale of Godfrey, the dwarf, the Durgar rogue.
I want to say roll athletics to see if you can hold. Not athletics, yeah, it's athletics to see if you can hold your weight on the as you carefully and hold yourself steady to check the floor.
Why do I have to be so heavy?
You are a heavy dwarf. People, fine. And now check, and now the investigation.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you did fine. So you hang on, and you are able to hold yourself steady, more than able to hold yourself steady. And you check the floor in front of you, and you see that the floor is tiled in a 4x4 pattern of squares. And there's enough room for a person to stand on the top of. Well, actually, I guess that doesn't really matter anymore. It's because you're already descended down the ledge. As you're standing in front of this tile, the tiles are about a foot wide, so big enough for your foot to just stand on one tile. A foot to stand on one tile. So
Okay.
it's not huge, but it is a tiled area.
But I didn't find any traps, right?
No.
Okay. Can I go rinse and repeat? I'm gonna try and climb the second wall.
Alright.
An option, by the way, is when using something like a grappling hook, is you could make me just roll dexterity like for an attack
Oh, to see
to
if
I can get a good purchase. But it
I have
depends
not seen that done
because it also depends if there's really
something
a point.
to grab. Oh, I got you.
Well, no, if it's like okay, so you threw badly, so what are you gonna do? Try again, and you're just gonna keep trying again until you get it. Then you might as well not bother with the roll. But if it
Gotcha.
was mid-combat or something, then it would make more sense.
Yeah. Well, here you kind of have all the time in the world right now,
Yeah.
as everyone's just sitting outside shooting the and chatting it away. All right. So you get to the other side of the wall. You go ahead and you throw your grappling hook and you climb this 16-foot wall. Well, you grab perches on the other side of the wall, pull up yourself all the way to the top, and you get yourself to the ledge. You notice that the ceiling now is curving the opposite direction. So at once it was coming downward towards this stone wall. The stone wall behind you, it is now curving back up, back to the 23 feet that it was before. So now on top of this ledge, you stand toe to toe with a wooden door in front of you. The wooden door, as you look upon it, has a let's see here. It's that doesn't make sense. Well, I guess it does. It's a wooden door that has a similar 4x4 pattern carved into it. It says D6D. I don't know why it says D6D. If that's a... Oh, I guess that's the area. Okay, that makes sense then. So, ignore the D60. That's just a side note from myself. But you notice the 4x4 pattern carved into the door.
I will, at this point, check for traps up here and on the door.
Okay. Go ahead. Alright, so you don't find any traps, but you do notice a slight glow. It's faint. And it's the glow that it's underneath the door, like the crack at the bottom.
Okay.
So it's almost like there's light on the other side.
So if I don't find any traps at this point, I'll call back to the rest of the group.
Mhm.
Yous can come up this far. I found all the traps up to here, and now we got some kind of puzzle door and glowing shit behind it. Sounds like it's worth our while, Captain.
I was afraid of that.
Oh, don't be a sourpuss.
Let's get on then. I'm assuming Ash and Beck would just run and jump. Because
Yeah.
you're like I don't know. It's ridiculous how far you can jump depending on your strength.
Yep.
And they are also really tall to start with. That helps.
I just wasn't gonna worry about them at all. I just assumed.
Yeah, I mean, I am
They're
too.
fine.
My acrobatics
Yeah.
is pretty high.
Is anybody else going?
I assume not.
All right, so there's everyone else is staying outside. Shadow, you're standing outside.
I'm assuming Salita and them are chilling out there.
Mango, you're muted if you're talking.
If these guys are gonna stay out here, then I'm gonna stay here and watch them.
So
Much
we're
as
just
I
gonna
hate
assume Crispin,
missing out on the fun stuff.
with the assistance of Vec and Ash, you make it across the ledge easily. And you make it to the wall. You climb over, so forth. You find yourself at the 4x4 patterned tile floor. It's too small of an area for me to put all your pieces, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Excuse me. Godfrey, do you want to fill them in?
Yeah.
Because you are 16 feet above them right now.
Oh, I see. They're below.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll describe to them the door and the glow and shit.
Okay. Crispin, did you? Well, you, Ash, and Vec are standing on this tile floor. So the door right now, it's if Godfrey, you are going. If you're checking the door, it's not budging. It is, for all intents and purposes, locked. However you want to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not budging. So, Ash and Beck and Crispin have been described the 4x4 pattern that's matching the floor to the door. How do you want to proceed?
The floor matches the door.
That's why I thought it was important to explain all that again, so that makes sure that you got the whole 4x4 pattern with the door and the floor.
Do they match up? Do we like have to move them?
You gonna try to move the floor now?
I don't know if we can. Does the floor, is it literally the exact same as the door, or is it like messed up where we have to like put them in order?
If you look at the floor doesn't seem that special. It's just a patterned floor. At least the floor in front of you is nothing special. Godfrey had already explained to you that there was a strange glow coming from the door.
From under the door, right?
Well, from the bottom half of the door.
Oh, I thought it was coming from underneath a crack at the
No,
bottom.
that's what I was saying. Well, yeah, there is the light that's coming from the crack, but it's like almost like it's coming from the crack from underneath, but it's glowing on the bottom half of the door.
Oh, okay. The bottom half.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where people are standing right now?
Technically,
They're
I can't put them perfectly on the ledge. I kind of just figured these two or these three, however you want to put this order, are standing on the ledge. The 6 to 8 inch ledge, the 7 feet tall
without
ledge.
stepping on the 4x4 tiles.
Yeah, they haven't jumped down yet. That's kind of where I had them.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure, because if they were standing where, I'd say like, okay, go stand here, and 4 lights up. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll explain that the bottom half is glowing. Is the bottom half of the door? Does that look like the bottom 8 tiles of the 4x4 section?
Well, it's like the floor section, the decorative floor tile on the floor matches onto the door, so the entirety. So, and you're asking if the glowing part.
The glowing part, yeah.
Okay.
Would resemble the bottom 8 tiles, or what?
It would represent. It more or less represents the bottom tiles. So like a 4x4 section of the or if it's a 4x4, as in 4 tiles in a quarter, and all four sections as a quarter, then it would be
Then
16
it's the bottom
stones.
row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the bottom row is what's lit on the door.
Mhm.
Okay. I was down there and I checked for traps, and I didn't find any traps, and then I walked across the floor.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing it's not pressure sensitive.
I mean, there's
Unless I
4,
walked
4,
on the
8,
right
12,
tile.
16. There's 16 tiles total.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a 1 in 16 chance, I guess, to find if it's a pressure plated tile.
If there is one, yeah.
I was just thinking of it that way.
But the fact that the bottom row is lit makes me think there's more than one to light up the whole door.
Well, you got 4x4 squares, or 16 squares total. So, what do you? Nice drawing. I like it.
If I touch one of the glowing tiles, does it move or do anything?
On the
If
door?
I put pressure on it? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Can I call down and ask those guys to check, see if any of the tiles have patterns or pictures or anything on them?
Are you asking them to jump down or just look?
If they can't see from up there, then go down there. But if they can,
I mean, they could see the tile, but it's just at 7 feet high. So, they kind of have to jump down. Who do you want to check the tile?
I don't know. I
Vec's
just
already
call
there.
back and ask somebody to do.
Well, Vec is down there, so Vec is going to do it. Vec, starting at the far right, looks at the first tile, and he just responds back to you. Nothing special, sir.
That's one tile.
I was just.
I wanted him to check all of the tiles.
Oh, all of the tiles. I thought you just meant like all the rows, or that first row.
Well, okay, wait. So he found one in the first row?
No, he started
No, he
at
found
the
none
far
in
right.
the first.
Yeah, he started
I
at the
see.
far right and looked. Just going straight down the line. It's just nothing
Okay.
special. They all
So
look the same.
far right one, and they all look the same. Down
Yeah,
the
start far the far right all the way down.
line. Okay.
So,
I'll ask him to check the next row.
okay. Nothing. More of the same.
Third row, and then fourth row. Nothing. No images.
No. Just
No
decorative tile. All the same.
Unique. No uniqueness.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Anybody want to help him?
Help Vec?
Yeah. Because right now you and Ash are standing on the ledge 7 feet off the ground. Vec is down below. 7 feet below you.
Ash would go help.
So as Ash jumps down, Vec standing on 2 of the first stones on the right, and Ash jumping down, landing on 2 of the stones on the left. The first line of the 4x4 area begins to glow, matching the door.
So the floor is now glowing the same as the door.
Yes. This is a very
Alright.
slight glow.
I'll try and push the door.
It does not go, but as you put your hands on the door, the next section of tile glows as the new pattern now evolves from the floor. And you see on the door that the second row, 2 tiles light up. So if you're using manga pattern here, let me draw it freehand. doot, 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 doot. Those two.
Okay. So I'll tell them both to step forward only with their right feet.
Okay. So as you step forward on the right, as they step forward and they're standing on one leg. Oh, actually, do you want them to stand on one leg or just one step and keep a foot on the back leg?
Better to be safe, I guess. I hope their balance is good. Hop. We're playing fucking hopscotch, guys. Here we go.
I mean, that's the fun of D&D. Get to do unusual fucking things. All right, so they're now standing on one leg. As they stand on one leg on the two tiles indicated on the door, those tiles begin to glow. As the tiles that as the tiles that they're standing on begins to glow, the tiles behind them fade off into the plain stone tile that they were before.
Okay.
Are you pushing it again?
I'll push the door again.
All right. So as your hand touches the wood of the wooden door, a new section of the door begins to glow, and two new tiles. Sorry, wrong one. Three new tiles begin to glow.
Okay, so, I mean, I'll just describe how they have to move to step on the right tiles.
Okay.
Clay.
Clink? Clink what?
Clay. Cat. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you're making the move?
Yes.
Okay, well... Vac, being on the right-hand side, needs to make a dex save.
I will assume that they have to do it one at a time, so I'll make... Ash hop forward first, and then both of them move to the last row together.
Okay, so you want to Ash go first. So Ash going first takes a step forward, hitting the plate, and as it glows, it doesn't glow the same color. Instead, it glows a bright red. And as you hear this sound, as it glows, you hear the sound of the stone to the right fall, crash onto the ground, and a fireball. It's a dex save, and he's gone. So I'm gonna roll Ash for him. Dex save.
I knew that was wrong as soon as I'd said it. I was like, no, wait, but they lit up at the same time, so they should be touched at the same time. And fireball.
Aw, but you're doing so well, though. Alright, so as the rock fire falls from the ground, a bright light flame appears on the right side of the wall as a fireball fire. And Ash takes...
Really feel like I should have found some traps.
You search the floor, not the wall, to be fair.
No, I just said I was checking for traps. I didn't specify.
I heard floor. I heard you were checking the floor.
Alright, so Ash takes 20 damage from the fire as it singes her hair, or his hair, goddamn cat.
He should have a advantage on the save, yeah? Because it's a barbarian.
He rolled a 3 and a 7.
Oh, never mind.
There's no advantage on that save, I'm sorry. But yes, normally he would have advantage, sadly. Alright, so with that happening, he takes the damage, the brunt of the damage, and takes a step back. Just brushing off the embers of the fire that has now singed his right shoulder.
If he took a step back, does he set off another trap?
No. The stone that he had, essentially he took one step forward with his foot still on the ground. And then he hopped back. So like he didn't take his foot off the ground. He just kind of wobbled back and forth.
Okay. So what's the series of lights? Is it still the same now?
Mm-hmm. Still the same.
Okay, so now I'll tell them to move to do all three tiles at the same time.
Okay. So now they hop. Ash having no issues just being
2 steps in front of him. I rolled Vex's dexterity save to see if he can land on 1 foot. He could not, as you see by his roll. Actually, it's not mine. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at Ash's rolls. He did make the save, so he lands on 1 foot and he holds on. And as he starts to wobble, he grabs onto the wall with his right arm. He grabs for dear life as you hear his nails scratch into the wall. And those tiles now begin to glow as you hear a slight click from the door in front of you, Godfrey.
We'll push open the door and duck out of the way for what I assume is going to be a fireball.
Why does everyone assume it's going to be a fireball? Could be something else. Maybe. Alright, so the door swings open and nothing comes flying out towards you, but it does swing open.
I'll peek inside then.
So with the door swinging open and you peeking inside, you see the dusty floor. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and read this little thing to you. The floor is this dusty 40-foot high, 20-foot wide chamber is littered with dinosaur bones. Webs stretched from walls to a 30-foot tall center pillar, coiled around which a narrow stone staircase, its steps covered with dust. Carved into the pillar are reliefs of a man carrying a crocodile. The reliefs follow the stairs of the top of the pillar, on which sits a large, beautiful ceramic jug. So the staircase that spirals around the pillar is about 2 feet wide. Each step is about 1 foot high. It's just a rock stab one after another.
I think I've been playing D&D for too long.
Why?
Because you said that, and I'm like, oh, that's probably that jug that can create whatever liquid you call out.
You've probably been playing too long if you're identifying shit that quickly. It's actually a good thing. You're a veteran.
It's like when you find cards, man. It's like, well, that's a deck of many things. Even though there's multiple decks, what you assume is the deck of many things.
True. You hope, anyways. You hope it's the deck of many things.
Yeah. I mean, the other ones are more useful, but less showy.
Yeah, I take the
okay.
deck of useful things.
I'm gonna move into the room with my torch, burning cobwebs, checking for traps on the walls, floors, and ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And make my way in, make sure the whole room is free of traps before I let anyone else come in.
Okay.
Including checking the pedestal.
Okay. So you're checking the pedestal, investigation?
Indiana Jones time. Wow.
All the traps. All the traps.
No,
Right,
look. A 20 and a 1.
Oh, I know. I saw. I just saw the 20 and I just go, that's all that matters. That 20. The 20 is on the left. That's all that matters. It's not on the right. It's on the left. Alright, so you check the steps and the pedestal and you notice immediately that these steps are, unfortunately, not normal.
Of course they're not.
No. You circle the pedestal a couple times, and you notice that the steps have a little bit of a gap underneath each stone. So each individual stone, although is 2 feet wide and 1 foot tall, it has at least a couple centimeters to a half an inch of space under each individual step.
Okay.
So if you count
Couldn't
them out,
make
there
it
are
easy,
30.
could they?
I mean, it's a ruin. It's never easy. It's just nothing but fun. So if you count the steps, there's 30 steps in total.
Right. And that puts I didn't find any traps anywhere else in the room, just the stairs.
Correct.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick. So I call her and say, or actually, I'll
Ooh, sorry. Before you continue forward, you
Yeah.
notice something else. And maybe I might be wrong on this because I've never dealt with this before, and I might just be this might be my newbiness coming out. You notice that there is carvings on some of the steps.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Sure. Yeah, all right. I'll secure my grappling hook as best I can up here and let down the rope for the others
Mm-hmm.
and say, there's a mighty fancy jug at the top of a trapped pedestal. You can come up and have a look, but don't stand on any of the stairs.
Not a problem.
Is that all that's in there?
Ah, it's probably magical. You know how these things.
Get ready to run. I'm gonna cast fly on myself, fly up, grab the jug, and leave.
That's smart.
I figured.
That's smart.
I was
Don't complain.
I was
That's
already
why you pick
I was already
fly.
thinking like, I could throw my grappling hook and try and hook the jug,
Just
catch
knock it off. Yep.
Yeah, and do that, and then I was like, wait, no, that's why we have a party. Yo, guys.
Work
oh yeah,
together.
flight. Go get it.
All right. So everybody makes their way out of the nice
The
little
place
room here.
doesn't Indiana Jones.
No, it does not.
Good.
That would be funny. Crispin flies out and just flies out of.
Wait.
You doing something before you go?
Yeah. I'll wait. I'll make
He's
sure
gonna
everybody
step on the
else is.
steps.
I'll make sure everybody else is out first, and standing just outside the door. I'm gonna take one of the heavier looking bones and throw it to land on the step, prepared to immediately exit.
So you throw the heavy ass spy bone of a dinosaur, and you throw it at the step, landing on the fourth step, and you hear a click as the stone drops down, but nothing happens.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I leave.
Just leave it at that. Don't press your luck. As you hear, as you walk away and you climb down the wall, you hear the clatter of another bone as it falls down one step, and you hear a boom as a wave of thunder just crashes in the back room behind you.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. Walk
I was
out.
just say, I turn around and see him leaving. And I'm like, what did you do?
Finished it off. That's all he did.
The trap makers, I feel like I kind of ruin their profession, so I like to set one off every now and then.
You set
Just to make them feel like they're useful,
You set 3 off, to be fair.
Yeah, one every now and then. I find one, I set one off, I find one, I set one off.
Well, that works. Alright, Crispin, you are holding this weird jug in front of you, and as you hold it up to for the group to see, Selena tells you that you are holding an alchemy jug. It must have been placed here ages ago by the Schultons, as they usually revere this as a gift from Ubatao.
Yes, fascinating. Can we be on?
Such rudeness. Alright, so you're gonna move
Not
on?
even interested in the magical jug?
Apparently not.
Me personally, no.
I
just give it to you.
Who
No, I mean your character.
Nope.
I, who have been outside and know nothing of what happened, say, so was it worth it then?
I'm like, I don't know. This thing's apparently magical. And I just toss it over to you.
Well, there you go.
I tip it upside down. Can I hear anything sloshing inside?
Nope, because there's nothing in it.
Sloshing
One
sounds
second.
can be heard from within the jug when it's shaken, even if the jug is empty.
Oh, I did not know that. Should have read that part. So yes, you hear
But
sloshing
I won't
sounds.
know
Wait,
anything about the rest of this. Correct?
No, but I'm just giving it to everybody
Okay.
because it is yours now.
Cute.
Actually, no. Salita would have told you the alchemy jug. It is a legendary, or what? It's a old, wondrous, artifact. However you want to describe it by the Chultans. So, she would have some idea of its unusual, usefulness. And she would essentially just give you the gist of it, which is you put a liquid in there and you can change it to something else.
Nope. There's no what this says. It says you can use an action and name one liquid from the table below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid, not change it from
Yes.
one thing into another.
Oh, I just took it as if it holds 12 pounds of liquid, you put the liquid in it. That's my fault.
Mm-mm. It gives you the
Afterwards, you
amount
can
it makes
uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named.
Liquids.
Once it starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. Okay, so we have to be very careful with how we use it.
2 gallons per minute. Wow.
4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of honey, 2 gallons of fucking mayonnaise.
Why? Why would that be relevant?
because grog.
That's what I was thinking of too. And he ate the whole thing with his hands. Because grog.
Grog. That's all everyone needs to know about. Grog.
Alright, out of character. This just keeps us from having to worry about fresh water.
Yes. I saw
Pretty
that.
much.
It makes wine too.
It does. Which means it makes red.
Ooh. Perfect. Never need to buy another bottle. Cha-ching.
Shadow, you're to that. So, to your items it goes.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because you are currently keeping track of supplies. So there you go. Alright, so you make your way back to the boats, I take it? Or are you
Mhm.
gonna make camp here? Because at this point it
What time is it?
it was afternoon when you landed here. It's probably close to evening time. So five-ish.
Well, then we can hang out.
I would caution that we know that something big and stompy came through here.
Big and Stompy.
Mhm.
That's my middle name.
We can camp just inside the feet then. Can't even get to us.
As you wish.
So you're making camp right at its feet.
Yes.
Alright.
Probably
Nappy.
utilize the stuff that is already here to make camp.
Did anyone actually try and identify the jug?
Selena did.
Salida already told us what it does.
Oh, okay. So make sure it makes beer.
I would have said red.
Can make
but
a lot
sure.
of
Did you take it from her? Because whoever says it first, it pops out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You just named the liquid. My question is usually does
so probably
does the
while
liquid
she's
come out of
looking
different
at
hole?
it, while she's looking at it, turning it in her hands, I snatch it out of her hands and say, "Beer."
And it makes 4 gallons of beer. The name is really misleading. It shouldn't be called an alchemy jug if it's just gonna make it magically without actually turning
Putting
something. 'Cause
ingredients
that's
in.
not, yeah, it's not really alchemy then.
Mm. It's just creating something out of nothing, which is definitely not what alchemy is supposed.
Yeah, no, it's magic.
Alchemy is like turning shit into gold, but it turns stuff.
What do I get for using logic when something's called an alchemy jug? I am wrong. So, oh well. All right.
Who
So
was
you
the
get to
temple
make
to?
4 gallons of beer. Godfrey. You get to pour it out.
Yeah. I don't need it all at once, but I'll start pouring into my traveling stein.
Yep.
And then offer the jug around.
Who was the temple to?
Temple-
Sobek.
Obviously.
The temple was Shulton. It's called Man on Rides a Crocodile.
No, I know, but you said a name.
Oh, I already closed it. Sorry. Give me a second. Doo-doo-doo.
Drew said turning
Uh,
atmospheric gases into beer. Kind of like alchemy.
I guess. I mean, that still means gases had to get inside of it, though. If nothing's inside of it, then because it's all corked up. I don't know. That's a lot of.
It's transmuting
Extras.
air.
Yeah, it's changing air. It's back to magic. Did I say a name? I'm not finding a name.
It might have been to do with the
I
jug.
don't think you said a name.
Yeah, he said
Oh.
Salida said something about it being revered because it,
Yeah, Cholton,
no,
as in the people of Cholt.
something.
Reading it right here. Oh, the gift from Ubato.
There you go.
Oh, but that's just the Cholton god, so that's just my fault.
Spell that for me.
You blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna type it up.
You blah
T-O-U?
blah blah blah.
There you go.
Oh,
Oopdow.
Uptow.
Dowel. There you go.
Is that it for the night?
I think so.
Yeah, if you guys are camping right here, I would assume so. It's already 11.
Yeah. Tired.
Me too.
So Ash, you get your health points back, and technically Shadow, you get yours too. Although I'm sure you're almost full. Yeah.
So are you rested?
Mm-hmm. Rested, and we'll start the day. Let me go ahead and roll some beautiful things. Worry about that. Next session.
Alright,
Didn't
guys.
realize.
Have a great night.
You take
Oh, good
care.
night, man.
Good night. Alright. So, day 6. Nope. Day 5.
We should be squared up with rations, right?
No. You should be down to 14. Although you did get a snake. So,
I did.
technically you're down 8 more gallons. So yeah, you're down 8 gallons of water. You just ate another ration. Another day's rations. The insects are still going, so if you use the salve, it's -8 salves, or you can just use 2 incense. Technically, it would be an entire day, and then a third one would be overnight. Or you can use 8 salves. It's your choice.
This is for the mosquitoes.
The insects, miscellaneous insects. If you're saying anything, you're muted.
We wouldn't have been using the incense during the day. That would
True,
have been
you're
the
moving around.
salves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the incense would be for night.
Okay. So 1 incense and 8 salves then.
Ouch. We're gonna be out of salve real quick.
We didn't bring enough?
Apparently not.
Didn't we also bring mosquito nets for nighttime?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You also have mosquito nets. You can
I
use your
assume
supplies
we're
however you
using
want.
those.
I suck at math. 7? I believe that's right. That math looks right.
Wait, so
All
how
right.
much insect repellent did we start with?
15 incense, 15 salves.
That's what I thought.
Incense just are hourly, whereas salves are 24 hours. So actually, technically, you didn't even
Hold
use to use
on.
the incense because it's 24 hours.
True.
So
But
You would
one
still- you would
salve
save
is
the innocent.
one thing of salve is 20 applications. So if we had 15, we have a lot more than
oh,
I
you're
thought.
right. You are right. I didn't think that. I didn't write that part down. Da, 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 da.
Good thing I checked, because I
Special
was like,
item.
there's no way
Yeah.
this would have lasted the way that it did. Alright, so
Yeah.
let me
So you have
redo my math.
needs to be 15 containers of salve. That's what it is.
And then I'll put inside extra brackets 15 times 20 brain help. You going to sleep, Drew? Night night, darling. Thanks for hanging out.
All right. So wow, math is hard. It's too much. Calculator.
That's
Not doing
exactly what I'm doing.
Not doing that.
So
300.
it's 300 applications total.
Yeah. So you got plenty.
Minus 2 applications per person.
Why 2 per person?
Because you said we were down 2 out of the 15. But that just basically means
I was gonna say it's only 8 per, so you technically have 12 left from 1 container. So you're down 1 container, and it has 12 applications left.
yeah. I'm not working it out like that though.
Well, luckily you bought plenty. We could always do 15, and you could just subtract it from the total of applications.
Yeah, that's
So
what
that
I'm
way,
doing. 294
Alright,
left.
it's probably much easier.
No, that's wrong. That's minus
Oh, is that wrong?
6,
Oh,
not
that's
minus,
6. Yeah,
not
It's
minus
292.
16. Huh?
for 1 day, 8 people, 24-hour application, 292. If it's a second day, which will be tomorrow, which you'll have to do tomorrow morning, it'll be 16 total. But you have to worry about that next session because it is nighttime.
Yes. 292. Okay. Math done. Yay.
Hopefully the last math we have to do today. Never
Last
again math.
I have to do today.
No more math. No more math for me. Math bad. I suck at math.
Oh, and I have to change the incense back because technically we didn't use it.
Wrong. There it is. Weather.
Oh, right. The food and water, what was that?
It's 8 gallons per day since there's 8 people, so it's a gallon. Food is just 1 day's ration.
So what I have here
So
is
for
34
mine,
minus 8
mhm.
and 15 days of food left. Not including
Okay, so you're down.
not including
So you're
snake.
so you're down to 14 days. Snake is enough for one person to eat, maybe two. So it's not really a day's ration. I mean, if you want to put parentheses, snake.
Yeah. Snake meat, you know.
Mm,
Meat.
sure. Food is food.
Mhm.
I have you down to 21 gallons left. After what you drank today.
Okay.
So
Sorry, my
whether
brain fell asleep. 21, you said, right?
yeah, 21.
Cool. And 14 days of food. Okay. All up to date now. Oh, that rain sound makes me want to sleep.
It's a good sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, what is that, rainforest noises soundtrack put on before you go to bed. That's what it reminds me of.
That's why it makes me feel sleepy.
So Andro will be down to 1 level of exhaustion after today. Luckily, she didn't have to fight anybody, so she didn't have disadvantage on yet.
Alright, I am gonna shut the stream down, so I'm gonna
Okay.
mute y'all.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today and hanging out and chatting, lurking. Huge thanks to Just Some Guy for the tip, the bits. Mwah. So much love, so much love. I really appreciate that, and I'm sorry I'm a bit more low energy now, but it is 4:20 a.m. GMT and I'm shattered. So I'm going to leave you with the musical stylings of, let's see, yeah, this one. Which I think is a nice, quiet, chill song to end the stream on. And I will be back streaming probably not till next Saturday now. We'll see. I'm not sure about what my day job schedule is going to be over the next week. So if I can throw in some extra streams, I will post either to Twitter or to my Discord, or probably both. So keep your eyes on that. If you're not already following me on those platforms, go ahead and do it if you want to be in the loop. Our usual streaming schedule is on a Saturday we do arts or crafting, jewelry crafting usually, and hopefully the stuff that I've ordered for my my Etsy customers order, and also our prize winners gift, our giveaway winners gift rather, should be here by then, so I should be working on those on Saturday. On Sunday we'll be doing more Deponia, and then next Monday we'll be back in the jungle, or maybe we start up our new homebrew campaign, which should be fun. Again, information will be out in my social media, so follow to find out. And otherwise, Have a lovely rest of your day wherever around the world you are. Jana.